welcome. To Charisma says, oh, I rolled too well to have shitty hair. It's okay. Welcome.
You left a little sexy bit.
Yeah, I did. Of course I did. To Charisma says. We're gonna play some D&D today and stuff. But can't do it without the players.
There are two giant spiders in the corner over there.
Are they fucking?
Let them live.
Holy shit!
God, they're so big.
Those are massive.
Those sure are spiders. Anyway, are you gonna kill them?
They're not that big.
Oh
cute.
no, they're going behind the thing!
Why would I kill them? They're spiders.
So
If you ripped that down and it was just absolutely covered in spiders.
We've been having a lot of those specific
spiders-
spiders in the garage and stuff.
it's getting
They're
colder.
chasing each other.
Maybe they're about to fuck.
Yeah,
Anyway,
they-
I don't know how spiders fuck.
Just let
Chat,
them.
how do spiders fuck? Does the book glowing have anything to do with it? That's the thing I know about
I know
spiders.
black widows eat the heads of their mates.
Those don't look like black widows at all.
I know,
Those
I'm
look
saying,
like
but
normal
like they're
brown
normal brown
spiders.
spiders.
Anyway,
They're harmless.
guys, can we refocus?
Yeah, focus.
No,
we
they're
haven't
not
killed spiders
recluses.
since session 2.
I thought that was session 3.
Maybe. Who fucking knows?
That was like 2 years ago.
welcome to the show. Hugo's worried about spiders, which is fucking hilarious.
I'm getting paranoid the whole time now.
Oh yeah,
They're
because
probably
the
gonna stay
paranoia
over
was
there.
gonna go away.
It looks like there's a web over there, so.
A web over here?
In the corner.
No, these are all dead. Oh. Yeah, those are fine. It's whatever.
You're fine.
If one jumps on me, that's when it dies. That's my line. I'm like a white guy in the 1400s.
Alright.
Don't touch me. But you can stand over there.
I don't know what...
What?
A racist white person in the 1400s,
Yeah,
which is
that-
just all white
that
guys in the
would-
1400s.
I hate to break it to you, I don't think you need to go 600 years back
Yeah.
for that example.
Well,
okay.
that it dies? I
Yeah.
think so.
Yes.
Okay, you guys are living in a different world.
They're woke, man. Come on.
We beat racism. Barack Obama was president.
Half of him was president.
Fuck.
Okay. All right.
We've already devolved.
Sorry, that's something
Oh,
my dad probably would say. That was, oh, God.
my dad would say something a little more bad.
Silent.
Worse than that? That's not good. Anyway, let's play
Get
D&D.
that nice fella out of office.
What's worse than nothing?
So, last we left off. Because we're not gonna, do you have any announcements?
T-shirts at the shop link. It's in the merch link in the chat and also down below. And also, I'm in the works of talking with Virologic Zero about producing keychains.
Oh,
So.
we've gone to a new producer.
Yeah.
Due to the Trump's tariffs, they've hit us hard here at Charisma Saves. Not even a joke. We're looking at keychains to do chibi keychains.
Keychains.
Just go kill him then. Just go kill him. If you want him taken care of, you go kill him right now.
Oh my god.
It's gonna bug the shit out of me the whole session. Well, I'm telling you.
It's gonna bug the shit out of you.
Go,
I love how he's got like a really small paper towel.
Yeah, why don't you use a shoe or
you
something?
can use whatever you want. Just make it happen.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Did you miss?
Did you get the other one?
I missed both.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Do you know what? They're dead. I thought it was a bit, but I think that's genuinely how you scream.
What do you mean Of course that's how I scream. That was me screaming.
It sounds so fake.
I am not playing it up for a bit. I hate spiders.
Oh. fucking Christ. Alright. Are there any more issues we need to take care of?
No. We're safe now.
I started crying. Oh.
We're only 12 minutes in. And that... Alright.
We need to restart.
Is that all the announcements?
So, because of the Trump tariffs, Virologic Zero is probably going to help me out.
Yeah, we were
'cause
gonna order
he's
from
able
China,
to-
but it's but it's very expensive. So we're gonna go. Where's Virologic Zero live?
Make them in the good old US of A.
Does Virologic Zero live in the USA?
I'm pretty sure I'm...
Doxed.
pretty
Country of origin. Nice.
What's on Earth, bro? Got him.
Imagine. Anyway. So yeah, we're gonna have some cute things going on there. I think that's it for now.
I might also turn the chibis into things like socks or phone cases or something.
I have begun talks with Dan Rossi on stuff we need for the setting guide. Sarah's gonna be art director. Sounds real fancy. It's placing pictures and finding artists. We might kickstart that depending on how we want to do that. I want to talk to a group of artists first. I'm fine if I don't make any money off of it. If we just fund it like that. If we want to be like, okay, everybody gets a cut, except for Dan. Dan's would be very involved, so we'd pay him up front. But
We could do like a submission based thing. But anyway, any other artists that like want to do stuff for Charisma Saves or might
Yeah.
have something to add, like get in touch with me or Jake.
yeah,
'Cause-
there will be a tryout session. Like just send like art. Not everybody is going to make the cut. Obviously, we have limited space on the thing. Plus, I can't afford it all, so we have to pick basically. People that can hopefully get the project done so that you all can have it. And I'm trying not to make it cost a lot of money. And I don't think anyone's going to print me just like 10 copies, which would be dope, but I don't think anyone's going to do that. Otherwise, I would get copies for all of us and then limited copies to like sign and send out. But so that's in preliminaries. I should have that done at some point.
I'm also working on a
before campaign
poster.
two, but
Poster / wallpaper / a big piece that's gonna take a very long time, but
should be
working
cool.
on it.
Should be cool. Now I think that's it.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know what this song is, but I kind of dig it. Okay. Last we left off, you had all, this all started basically back on the nest when it still existed. Icilius had been sort of banished. The spell didn't work in the similar way that banishment works, but something seems to have occurred to where Icilius had been sent to the astral plane, maybe on accident, maybe on purpose. You ended up having to go and rescue your friend. Well, you didn't have to, but you chose to because he's your friend. And because of the limitations of the Hartnell and just kind of the laws of the universe, you had to make a stop somewhere to get a power source to recharge in an effort to get back to the material plane. And the closest was the Abyss, where you went and had many strange adventures, including feral Evelios, weird succubus grabbing handcuffs from people.
There's
You
not a
probably almost
succubus.
died.
It was, what's the
There's
male
just
word?
Gothel in you.
No, the succubus.
Was
The
the one that
succubus
tugged
is who you bought the handcuffs from.
Oh, you mean the incubus
Oh yeah.
that tried to
That's right.
fuck me?
That's right. Very gendered. Oh yeah, he was trying to bang you and not eat your soul. That's right.
Isn't it
That's
both?
probably both.
Is it?
I don't know how incubus.
Please don't follow any incubi or succubi to where they say they're going to fuck you. It's not going to be a
French, they
fuck.
do call orgasms little deaths.
Okay, but they don't even get you off.
They just kill you.
Are you sure? A horny suicidal person might be looking for him.
I mean, you can totally do it, but you're not gonna. The horny part will never be satisfied. So, you did all that. Had a meeting with a demon king named Grazit. He was very high up there, and due to the fact that you cleaned out the general that you were sent on a hit for from the Planeswalkers Guild of the area, you managed to buy a new power source from the Abyssal Demon King, who seemed very flippant about handing it over to you. You also found another orb-shaped thing, the head of a friend of yours, Anson.
Orb gang.
And so you made it back. All of you are alive, maybe a little emotionally scarred. The four of you, along with Agnir and Jerdun and Anson's head, have made it to the Hartnell. You have walked into the door. You're still technically in the Abyss. And you're about to start your journey back. You do have a power source. Where would you like to pick up? Let's think. I think this song.
So, we wanted to try to get Anson back, so we need to preserve the head. First thing.
I tell them where the bag of coaling is in the workshop if they want to put it in there with the other body parts.
Well, first you gotta power this thing up so we can get to the workshop.
You're done standing at the door, keeping it closed, just looking out.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm great.
What are you doing?
Making sure nothing ever fucking comes in here again. I'm done. Done.
What do you mean done?
I don't want to abyss ever again.
I agree.
I am a material plane type of guy.
If we
I
come
think.
here again, I'm staying.
What if we need to come back for some reason?
So, no Elysium?
I didn't say no to that.
This place.
You said material
Specifically
plane
this
type
place.
of guy.
I did. Maybe it's cool up there. Who knows? I've got to imagine they don't have like multi-headed horrors, right?
They probably do, but they're like shiny.
Why do they have multi-headed horrors?
They're just multi-headed and shiny.
Why do they have a bunch of heads?
Angels
If we
are
had kids,
weird.
would they have a bunch of heads?
No.
Then okay. Just looking at the.
You're real paranoid
See
now.
one of those puppies?
We're in the Hartnell, bud.
It's fine. They can't get to us.
Did that guy have like a sliver of
He
your
did have a
fucking
piece.
house?
Of the Hartnell.
Yeah.
You can't get in.
I don't know if he can get inside.
I don't know either.
And if he can, you standing watch at the door isn't gonna make it.
Yes, it is. I'm gonna kill him.
Looking around, do I notice anything different? Like anything's been moved or anything?
Well, depends on what you want. Are you looking at a very specific area, or are you...
I'm looking at the console room in general to see if there is
Perception.
Yeah. Okay. 24.
24. Everything inside seems fine.
Okay.
It is in a low power state. Again, it's just kind of got this like blue-gray hue over it, where it let you back in because it sensed the power source. So that was good because you couldn't walk in before. It's basically just kind of like when a laptop's like, I have 5% left, or phone screen and it's in all the lights go down and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of like that where it's got basic functionality. All the other rooms have disappeared. The desktop is pretty much just clean right now.
Okay.
Not a lot running in the background. So you do have the cubic gate somewhere. I think maybe still attached, or did you take it with?
Nah, I think. Oh well, no. I probably took it with us in case we were gonna.
So you have that, and you do have an abyssal source of power.
Slap that shit in the Hartnell and let's.
Hook up the cube and.
Okay. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand. Well, just intelligence with proficiency. It's basically a tinkering.
23.
23. So after a little bit, you open the console up and take the box and put it where it should go. It's just a 6-sided box. You do see one of the sides in, again, a language that maybe isn't even a language, but it's symbolic. You see one of the sides has that sort of white gold glow from Toll that's always been there. And then you need to figure out how to power it on. And since you rolled 24, you take one of the many connectors to it that seem to, again, every time you grab towards something, it seems to give you what you need, which is pretty dope because you don't necessarily think you have the hardware on board to make a contraption that would work. And a cord comes out, and it seems to have a housing that's roughly the same size as this. And you snap in your abyssal. Again, it's sort of like a black, pearlescent ball. You kind of set it next to it, and after a few moments, it starts to pulse. And you see one of the other sides start to glow in a very similar pearlescent black. And then you think it's starting to power on. So you have a few minutes probably,
Okay.
you think? Anyone want to do anything in the few minutes it takes to power this on?
I don't think I mentioned it to them yet. When we left the step pyramid, I saw that eye again. By the way,
What the fuck? So it can follow you across planes?
yeah, apparently.
We need to
Who the fuck is looking
figure
for
that
you?
Just a reminder, it's like, does it look arcana mechanical in nature, or does it just look like arcane?
I mean, it could be either, right? So you can sort of manifest arcane things to look a certain way. So
Sure.
you'd have to probably catch it if you could, if it's even corporeal, to understand whether it's either. But it definitely seems to be locked in. I think this is the third time it's popped up, fourth time.
Third or fourth.
Yeah. So you've gotten a pretty good look at it by this point. It doesn't look like a flesh eye, at least, but it also doesn't have like. In fact, it seems to have changed form a couple times. So
Okay.
the roughly it's like a orb that hangs in the sky. It doesn't have like a I don't know, what is that, your optic nerve hanging off the back or anything. But one time it did close its eyes and it kind of went like that.
Like a lens
Maybe.
thing.
Yeah, like almost
Okay.
like I took a picture.
Yeah.
So how do we find out where it's coming from?
I don't know. I gotta figure out a way to, next time we see it, maybe stop it, hold it where it is for a while.
I wonder if we can bait whatever it is that's watching you. Oh god,
It's shown up relatively randomly, it seems like. I mean, this time it was after we had done something kind of...
Maybe we could talk to Sig and he could figure something out.
Maybe.
If anyone can stop something like that, it'd probably be him.
I've thought about doing a resilient sphere over it, but I think things can teleport out of that, so that probably wouldn't do anything.
Do you know what day it is?
We're still on the Hartnell. Do I know, like, what day of the... No, because we haven't gone back yet.
Oh. Does anybody want a drink?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get drinks for everybody. I'll bring your done too.
You walk over to where the bar is and the door doesn't open yet.
Oh fuck.
I'm just
itching.
monitoring systems as they turn back on and make sure it's all...
Let
You
me know
can
when
slowly
the
see
bar's
power
back on.
coming back to the console in kind of a boot order. It's starting to
Yeah.
slowly pop on. The
I'm gonna
lights.
wait until the workshop is open and go
Yeah.
bring the head there.
Okay.
Gross.
After a few more minutes, the lights sort of come on, and you hear like the locking mechanisms are now engaged in the doors suddenly, instead of just being a flat wall. try the door to the bar. It opens and the bar's behind it.
Yeah, I go and get everyone drinks.
You look down at the cube and the orb that you have. It's now like a opaque matte gray instead of pearlescent.
Like it looks like it sucked the energy out of
Seems
it.
to be, and
Okay.
one side is sort of in this symbol that, again, you've seen Celestial, you've seen Abyssal, you've seen a lot of script. Your own script doesn't look like any of them. And it's sort of like a swirl that's rounded and jagged at the same time. It's very interesting, but it glows on the right side with just a little bit of that black pearlescence.
Okay.
Undo the cord, and you just have an opaque orb if you'd like.
Okay.
It's kind of like a heavy glass. There's like a metallic feel to it as well. It's kind of cold, where it seems to conduct heat, similar to metal, but not quite. You can go to the bar too and drop him in the. You just want to put him on ice.
No, the bag of colding.
Oh, that's in the workshop.
Workshop. So I said I'm going to the
Okay.
workshop.
I'm sorry, I was thinking the hands bin.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Bin of
You can do
hands.
that easy enough. You just want to toss it in.
Gently place in, not toss in, but
You
yeah.
can, like yeet it like Kobe from across the room, but yeah.
Could I tell about how long it seems that the head might have been there?
You can make a medicine check.
Yeah.
Didn't someone try before?
I don't think
we
so.
didn't have the time.
Yeah, we just took it and ran.
I think we tried a survival check for it.
Oh, I've got a really good roll. That's a 26.
26. It doesn't look super old, and the conditions there were pretty dry,
And time's weird.
and they don't seem to have like flies or anything that normally decomposes stuff. So it looks like a material plane week
Okay.
or so, but you don't necessarily. That just means like rate of decomposition. So it's not looking great.
Yeah.
Like the eyes are sort of like
Hey, Agnir.
fucked up. The skin is very dry. The hair's brittle. Like you can see the gums are receding. It's gnarly.
Yeah. Agnir, you said you could make it take a little longer to give us more time?
I would need to rest to get my spell slots back, but I could both buy us more time and perhaps create a new body for it.
Create a new body for it. Entirely?
I believe so. I've never used this spell before, but if it would help us get one of these essences that we need, I could attempt it.
We could try, yeah. That might be our best bet. Other than that, we would have to pay some really strong cleric to bring him back. That's beyond my ability.
Could certainly attempt it. It would require a lot of oils and unguents, but
We have some money.
yeah.
Okay, well, when you rest and wake up, could you just come, cast that on him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna...
I do also have something to speak with you about now that this matter is concluded.
Oh, what's that?
Before I joined back with you, Numai asked me to make an offer to all of you. She also would like to dispose of Meldrag, and she believes that she could help us lure him into an open area where we could ambush him and execute him.
That's the black dragon.
Yeah,
for
I
the
know.
record.
As great as that sounds, can we trust that? It feels like a trap.
For him, yes.
No, I mean for us. If we're caught killing him, that violates the treaty entirely.
And the NAP.
She did mention we would have to make it look as though it wasn't us, obviously, but she could potentially have ways to do that as well.
Why would she want to help us?
Because we have mutual interests.
She wants to work her way up the totem pole.
She wants him dead, you want him dead.
Also, for the record on how that works succession-wise, the next strongest black dragon would take place. Just for the record. He doesn't seem to have any offspring, so...
Okay.
But it's eliminating someone more powerful than her.
Objectively, every time you kill a dragon, it makes someone less powerful take its place, unless it's, like, roughly equal.
We haven't heard or seen of the next most powerful black dragon, have we?
No.
If anything,
He's pretty young, too, so...
If anything, it's younger than him. So.
Right. And as far as, like, power and stuff, like... She wouldn't necessarily get his power.
No,
but
she
the next
would be
black
the
dragon
second.
wouldn't get his either. It's kind of
Yeah.
like a separate thing. You kind of have to... It's very meritocracy.
She would go from being the youngest on their council to the second youngest, though, and that could
Right.
move her up in
that
terms of
that pecking
social.
order is true, yes.
So, I imagine she
Okay.
wants to eliminate him for selfish reasons.
From a political perspective, it's...
See if Numai would be willing to talk to us about that directly, because I want to see her face if we're gonna make that kind of a deal.
Okay. I will let her know when we get back to the material plane.
While you're dicking with the console, you're getting new power readings from the cube itself.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll an intelligence check. Let's try to sift through the information as it starts to, like, Matrix style, run across the screen.
18?
18. Now that you've found an exterior power source outside of the Hartnell, first of all, you can now travel to and from the Abyss. You also think that you could make it to Tolls? But you don't know how taxing that would be.
Okay.
That seems to be... It's a god's domain, right? So, that's probably... That doesn't seem as two-way. But you think you can make the trip at least one way. And you've gained a feature from the Cubic Gate. Now that you have a charge of toll in there, and you've gotten this secondary power source to, like, solidify it, you can use, as you collect them, you can use essences of gods to gain effects. You can only choose one. Right now you only have the option of one.
Sure.
But the effect rolls over every week, so 5 days.
So every 5 days, if, let's say I had 2 or more, I could switch between them?
You could.
Okay.
All of you.
Got it.
Only can pick one, because you have to use the gate.
Sure.
So over, if you choose the toll feature, once you activate it, you have 24 hours, and you can choose to spend 10 minutes staring into the time vortex itself, so you'd have to be on the Hartnell. And you can gain the effects of a long rest for up to 8 creatures.
Okay.
Do we want to spend that right now?
I don't know. Let me see what's the other one.
So we have 24 hours to use it once we pick it, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be pointless to use it right now. We're going right back to Gygax.
I know, but just hasten things. If we, can just use it again. anytime.
Okay.
Okay.
Although to be fair, we're all healed up. It's just our spell slots.
It's gonna. I assume it's gonna take time to get back to the material plane anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We might as well just do a normal long rest in case we need it later in the week for something.
You can actually plot the course right now.
Yeah, I do so. I start
Okay.
hitting
It's
buttons
only
and
gonna take a couple hours.
Okay.
Ignir is going to go start his meditation
You
while
are
this is all happening.
bound to Sig's Gate.
Like that's where we're gonna show up, you mean? Okay.
It's like a subway.
Sure.
Agnir's gonna what?
Go start his trance to get a long rest.
Okay. Anybody else?
No, because I don't get a long rest, so.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm fine.
I just meant anybody else for anything else.
So we
I'm
need
just gonna
to.
go, like, relax.
I want to
much.
talk to the professor about this.
Sip on some alcohol.
We need to get to the other planes, but we need a tether to get to those other planes.
Yes.
What could we possibly have that as tethers to, like, I don't know, Elysium or the Nine Hells or the Elemental Planes?
Is that how that works? We need like a tether first.
Something for
Okay.
Sig to bind
Mm.
the gate
Okay.
open with.
Because we had
Um,
jumped into the astral plane, and then from there we got into the abyss.
So the 5 other ones that you need are Elemental, so Aga and Gila,
Mm-hmm.
Death, which you're talking about, Rebirth, which would be Elysium and Lathander, Suffering, which is Zix, and Bounty and Pleasure and kind of like excess and all the other stuff. The superfluity, is that the word?
Superfluidity.
Superfluous.
The super
Superfluous nature.
Sure.
The
Yeah, one of
superfluous
those.
nature of life. From Isolfa.
That is tough.
Maybe Arlen might have something that could tether us to Elysium? Like in his house? There might be...
Maybe it'd be the closest.
We could also... Well, writings were apparently a strong tether. It's how we got into the astral plane. If we can get something from the dragons, then they might have texts from those planes.
Perhaps we do have more access to their stuff.
It was specifically... It wasn't just like a piece of paper. It was specifically like the type of paper that is... They wrote it psychically.
Yeah, it was like writings from the Illithid.
That they write
From that point.
psychically.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit stronger than just like writing it on a piece of paper, right? So
At some point,
it was imbued by abyssal power.
At some point, we need to return to Santrarch and Thurdo. They would
Or-
probably have
Astral.
some knowledge of some sort of. Seems like they obviously have people bringing them artifacts and magical items. They might have a lead on something at some point. If we,
Also, I don't know if anything about me or could work as a tether.
maybe Sig might know more so because he did the last one. but-
Technically, my soul used to be there. I also have this. And I pull out the spear. I think they might be connected.
Was the writing used up though when he made the tether? Like, did it destroy the thing?
It's bound to the gate now.
So it can't be like used otherwise.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
kind
think
of
you
like
should use the spear then.
It's kind of like if you took something and
Well, that's if we take the
carbonated it,
Hartnell.
I guess.
Yeah.
Like, it basically goes into the thing, and then
Got
I don't know that it's burned up. It just seems to be
It becomes
capped.
a part of it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like to get the Hartnell there, though. I know that Egnir could like plane shift us. We just wouldn't have the Hartnell. I don't know if you could use the spear to do that, but
Need
he
to
needs
hunt
like a
down someone
tuning
that can
fork.
craft tuning forks,
Yeah.
which is none of you have ever heard any stories of that, but you can try. Like, the idea that you could have just a magical tuning fork to do that is kind of like, but I built this whole thing, right? So, those are strict, like, legendary.
Well, if we get Anson back, he apparently knew about planeswalkers and shit, so maybe he'll have some information?
Maybe. And we at least have an in with the Planeswalkers at this point. We've done a job for them. We'll ask around with people who know of magical artifacts and things of other planes.
I think first things first, we try to get Anson back,
Yeah,
since that's on a time limit.
makes sense.
Less than a year.
A lot of stuff can happen in that amount of time. It'll work out. And if it doesn't, it's not like there's going to be anyone here to say we failed. So, that's a positive, I think.
We don't really know what happens. So.
What's Icilius doing?
Nothing at the moment.
Just standing like a fucking statue in the middle of nowhere?
Yep.
Okay, so he's dead. Don't need him for anything.
Did he have a room on the Hartnell? I don't remember.
He was using the guest room.
It's been so long.
I think Alenia offered him her room at some point.
Yeah, I was like, if you want a nice bed that's not just a shitty guest room or like the med bay.
There's also the bar and the workshop.
Icilius, are you holding in there?
Are you taking off yet?
Yes.
Yeah, I did have something that I wanted to talk to you and Professor about once he's not occupied.
Once you set it to go, it's pretty much good to go.
Well, it's good.
Yeah.
Assuming I hear that, I say, yeah, I'm good. We
Jadun's
got a
gonna
couple
be in
hours
the-
while we're in flight.
Jadun's going to the bar with Velios and just gonna hang out.
I assume we're gonna sip on alcohol together.
Yeah, quietly and stare.
When we first got out of the astral plane, you mentioned having Professor go into my head to see if there was anything that I'd forgotten or buried in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like the idea at first, but now I'm thinking that it might be worthwhile. But I would want you to be there too, Al.
Can you do that?
Can the professor do that? Link effectively 3 people together via
Like be a
telepathic
conduit?
link?
Roll an intelligence check with proficiency since it's your thing.
28.
Yeah, it's kind of cool too. You have to pick someone to be the dominant.
What does that mean?
You have to be in one person's head,
Sure.
convening.
Like, it's like
Usually
Inception.
it's
There's a person who's you're in that person's head.
It
but-
probably takes a little bit of tinkering and make some apparatuses, and probably the first thing you think of is hilarious. It's 3 helmets all connected by tubes, one on each side that you sit in like a triangular,
Yes.
and to send psychic pathways. So you need some sort of psychic conducting something.
Isn't that how the Coneheads fucked?
I have no idea. Maybe
I thought they wore helmets.
I'm not.
I feel like that sounds super
I'm
familiar.
not 48 years old, so I don't really remember Conehead
Shit. It's
lore.
gonna bug me now.
How long will that take you
I
to
thought they
make?
headbutted or some shit.
So I need some sort of psychic conductive material.
Yeah, not a lot of it. Probably just enough to put some nodes on the inside of, like, something that can fit snugly on a head, like a Cerebro, and then something that would connect in some sort of interface. And then you start thinking, well, if you had a lot of that material, you could do wireless. Like,
Wait, would
got
Agnir's
that.
spores work? They communicate
I assume that works differently.
like telepathically.
the
I assume that's more-
might work.
Like if you generate spores and you can capture some of them.
Would that work? Is that the same kind of telepathy, or
You
does
might-
one work chemically?
You
and
might
one
be
work-
able to. I mean, yeah, if you wanted to take some of the spores and collect them, probably dehydrate them, create fibers out of them, and make organic cables that conduct psychic energy housed inside of a relatively lightweight metal or something, or alloy. Yeah, you think you could probably pull that off? It wouldn't take a long time. You just need the materials.
Okay. And by materials, do you just mean his spores and the stuff to collect them?
And the metal.
And the metal and
Sure.
all the other stuff.
Yeah. Okay. When we go to wherever we're gonna go shopping at some point, I'm gonna look for that stuff as well.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I know that Avelius wanted to get to Gygax, so we'll go
Yeah.
there, let everybody
You don't have a choice on that matter.
decompress. Well, yeah.
Technically, it's Skypoint, but
But we'll let
Yeah.
everyone decompress a bit, and then we'll head off to Ivory Drift to handle all this business.
the Hartwell needs to chill after doing any planar travel anyway. So.
Okay.
Alright, anything else during the... Anybody wanted to chill, talk about?
I'm just gonna sit in the console room.
Okay. Everybody roll me, Constitution checks?
Do you need one from Agnir as well?
Yep.
I'm next to Jordan.
16.
20. No, 19.
14 for me, and... Done. Is it saving throw, or...
Yeah.
Oh, 17 for him.
Okay. Agnir and Isilius?
12 for Iselius, and 3 for Agnir.
Being in the abyss was rough, it seems. Agnir, you're surprisingly exhausted from being disconnected to nature. Being in the greenhouse, like, at first you thought you just wanted a place to, like, really, like, meditate and maintain, but you're having a hard time concentrating. It was weird that all the nature that was there was pretty much created by you. Other than that, it was salt and demons, and acid and noxious gases. It's really nice. You take a deep breath inside there, and it calms you. Even though you're already calm, you're surprised to find out that you may have been a little more high-strung than you let yourself feel during that period of time. Elenia, you're sick to your stomach. Like a little nauseous, like maybe it's a disconnect from goodness. You don't know, but definitely like nausea and this feeling of, you finally got some fresh air. Maybe you had acclimated to the air there, and then
I'm gonna, like, lean my head back against the wall in the console room and just kind of
Yeah.
close my eyes, like, trying not to
Yeah.
move.
Luckily, you haven't eaten a lot lately, or you think you might be hurling. And then Icilius, just have a pounding ass headache. Probably because you've been under such incredible stress for, well, like all the time, but a lot recently, and you feel like your heart rate has just now slowed down, even though you slept a couple times since. You're just actually like taking a little stock. Alright. So after a little bit, the Hartnell very calmly whirring through the sort of planar rift between the abyss and the material plane. You and Jordan are knocking back drinks. Roll another Constitution save. Rolling for Jordan. Oh boy.
23.
Natural 1.
He's got +8.
9. Two of you are sitting there. You see Jordan going at a little bit faster pace than your small little self is going.
I don't want to go back. Again.
The abyss, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm good.
I'm not.
I'm good at staying away from that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just take another drink.
Boy. I'm so glad I don't have to take your corpse back to Armadillo.
I'm
Should've
so,
been so
glad
mad.
your corpse wasn't in front of all of us.
It's true.
That would suck as
I
well.
thought you were gonna dive into the fucking acid or some shit.
Not willingly.
Weird. Oh. So you're opening a lodge?
Mm-hmm.
We haven't been able to
Seiko.
talk about that.
No. It's under construction.
Are they gonna serve?
Yes.
I think I'm gonna take up hunting.
Just for the alcohol.
What?
What?
Yeah, alcohol.
That's fair.
Ugh.
Anyone can drink at the lodge.
I need an excuse.
That's fair.
Hunting.
You
Frankly, I would like to
you know
learn how to
what?
hunt. I
I could-
suck at.
I could
He pulls out
probably
the
give
pulls
you-
out the crossbow. He's like, this pretty much escapes me. I just have this in case of emergencies.
Could probably just give you a job at the lodge.
A job at the lodge?
Yeah.
Oh, nah.
Well, not like a job.
No.
Like make one up for you.
I think Alenia and I were gonna do a garden thing,
Well, you wouldn't have to actually work at this job.
like a second job.
Yeah.
I'm a hero, damn it. The optics of having two jobs.
Well, you know, this economy at Gygax.
Oh, gig economy at best. I'm about to buy a wagon and give people rides around town.
You gotta watch out for the dysentery.
Oh god. I bet we could go into business though. Hunting lodge, herbs, flowers.
Could work. If we get the right herbs.
We think about vegetables too, I think.
I mean, I have it.
Farm to table restaurant.
Yes.
Fuck.
Gives you an excuse to be at
So
the lodge.
the bottom at the lodge is a restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
bar,
Mm-hmm.
that feeds people that go out on hunts.
Yes.
Full service. We're in.
And you can be at the lodge.
Sounds great. I'll tell Alenia.
We just
Tomorrow.
like
Fuck.
cheers and take another drink.
That's if he remembers.
I'll remember.
All right, so another hour or so goes by, and you hear start to slow down, and you feel a familiar sort of pause before everything is pulled And there seems to be an incredible acceleration and then a stop. Luckily, the inside of the Hartnell doesn't act like a car or anything, otherwise everyone would get tossed around. And you think you're back? So maybe you are.
Who wants to open the door first? Not me.
Me.
I go to the monitor first and I push a button so I can see outside. Because I'm not a goddamn animal that needs to open fucking doors.
Did you say that out loud?
No.
Okay.
You look around. And no.
It's on fire.
It's
and all
everything's
that's
on
left
fire.
is ash.
You're in a black abyss floating
Just an
where all the rest of
adamantine
the
gate
world
at
is
the bottom
gone.
of another huge crater.
Yep. You look out the monitor and you see sitting in the cradled hands of EJ, a sleeping Sig.
Aw.
But he's faced toward the gate.
He's waiting for us.
He looks. He's got like stubble on his face. His mustache is a little unkept. He's wearing the same exact clothes that he was when you got sent there. So that's what you see.
Do I have
So
any,
EJ's kind of sitting cross-legged, hands out.
do I have any way of knowing on the Hartnell like what day it is? Without...
Yeah, there's basically a clock.
Yeah.
It is the 17th. You may have lost a couple days, but it's not a lot of time loss.
Hey, we're past the day where we can go to the library.
Yes. And at the end of the week is the play in Tin Top.
Into the next week.
End of this
The
week.
20th.
The good
Oh,
news
shit, it
is we
looks
can just
weird
teleport to
tilted.
the dragons with the teleport circle.
Yeah. Okay, let's get out of here, please.
Yeah.
I need some air.
What time is it when we get back?
What?
What time is it, like, of the day?
Jordan, are you
We drank a little bit last night.
a little bit? What do you mean last night? It's only been 2 hours. Ish.
Oh, shit. What time is it?
I look at the clock.
About 8:30 in the morning.
Nice. I think we earned it.
Jordan.
We earned it.
What?
I used to have some friends I think you guys would have liked.
We were in
Do you
the
know the answer to that question?
we were in the abyss. We didn't know what time it was here. It could be 8 p.m. We didn't know that.
Pulls up the crossbow. I'm useless with this.
What?
He's a hunter now.
He's gonna teach me.
Yeah.
No. What?
Wait, why?
It's just,
Okay.
there's no arrow in it.
I was about to say,
It just-
please don't shoot that in here.
Do not shoot weapons
I didn't.
in my console room.
Boink. Boink. I couldn't hit you anyway.
Isn't it a big crossbow, not a hand crossbow?
He's a big guy.
You could probably hit him,
He's not loading.
to be fair.
I don't think I could. You want me to try?
No!
Can I like use my
Get
like,
him off my ship, please.
I'm using like 5 points of lay on hands.
No!
Hey.
No!
I'm gonna use 5 points of lay on hands to try to
Doesn't
mitigate
want
the
to.
drunkenness.
You can make a.
Are we?
You can make an unarmed attack, which doesn't. You don't have proficiency in those, so
I rolled 16.
against his AC.
Let's see. Even normally, I believe that's like a 18 or something with no
Dex?
proficiency. No, it would be strength,
It's
right?
dex. It's an unarmed attack. It's always
Unarmed.
dex.
Always dex, so it's just 16. He's got 18 AC. Jordan?
No, I just want just a little bit. Come on, I don't want to fucking. Come on.
I'm not getting rid of all of it, okay?
No, I don't want to get rid of any of it. I didn't do this on accident. Thanks. Farm to table restaurant.
No.
be great.
What?
Yeah, we're partnering now.
What?
Yep.
What about the flower shop?
Same thing.
Flower shop, vegetables. We're gonna grow vegetables too.
Yeah.
We talked about this. Farm to table. We're gonna make a killing.
I kind of wanted to do a bakery or maybe like a medicine shop.
Yeah,
So
we can do all of these things. We
All
have
of-
garden.
It's a lodge. You can. It's a hunter lodge.
Right. We can do a bakery.
We can add a bakery side.
Well, no. We'll have our own building.
Oh,
we
yeah.
supply you.
Yeah.
Totally different.
It's just you're supplying my restaurant with like vegetables and fruits and herbs and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
And then, so we'll have a baseline for the medicine to send to the hunter people, but he's not going to have all the people that we can heal, right? We can also hook up with some clinics and shit. It'll be great. But also, but there we go. See? You're smiling. Works for me. She's in.
you're stupid.
Can we go outside or?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
See, unarmed attacks are always strength unless you're a monk. Fuck you. I
We
would have
both
actually
agreed.
got him.
I'm pretty sure they're finesse.
Finesse means you can use dex,
Right.
not that you're required to use dex.
Right.
So I could have used strength. And I would have hit him.
Maybe. But I don't think they're always strength. Doesn't make any sense. They also do. Yeah, they're finesse. They do 1+. Like, why would you suddenly get finesse when you pick up a dagger, right?
What? No, finesse is based on the weapon, and I don't think unarmed is finesse though.
Why would you suddenly?
Unless you
be-
have
wait,
proficiency.
why would you suddenly be able to use strength or dex once you pick something up, but not just with your hand?
Because it's with a weapon. Not all weapons are finesse.
Right? Why would you suddenly gain the ability to use strength or dex when you pick something up, rather than using just your hand?
Because only monks use dex for their fists. Fists default to
No,
strength.
no.
Unarmed attacks are not finesse.
I think unarmed attacks should be finesse, and that is the rule. I'm in charge.
Okay, but you made me use dex, so.
He made you use dex.
You don't listen to me. I don't know shit I should
Fuck
pose.
you.
I thought that dex makes sense with an unarmed attack. I don't know.
You should know about unarmed attacks. You have claws, you dumb
I have
bird.
talons. It's not unarmed. They're counted as a weapon.
And he uses dex for that.
Yeah. That's why I have proficiency in them.
Mm-hmm.
I hate you.
Also, monks, the thing is, their unarmed attacks don't do 1 plus their modifier. They do 1d4 plus their modifier at level 1. That's the big difference. Anyway, who wants to walk out first?
I will.
Okay. Jordan in the doorway with you, and you kind of squeeze past him. Crack the door open. Sig.
Sig. Sig.
22?
Yeah. Oh no, that misses. By 1.
The bullet goes ping!
I'll put the shield up. Sig! Maybe don't fall asleep and try to shoot us, please?
Hi!
Hi.
What day is it?
It's the 17th.
I made it 88 hours!
Wait, you stayed
Holy
up for
crap.
88 hours?
I had to monitor the
Sick.
machine! Wait, it says 17th. EJ, when did we take a nap? 2 days ago. Delightful! Who wants to see something cool?
I thought you
What?
were up for 88 hours straight. What? Yeah.
What did you do?
What?
What did you do?
Oh, well, I was bored!
What did you make?
Points, and there's an oven and about 50 trays of cookies.
You-
You made cookies?
I'd never made them before. I perfected the recipe.
I'll try one.
What do you like? I made every cookie.
Every cookie?
Think of a cookie.
Double chocolate
Yep.
chip. Toffee?
No bake.
No, you haven't baked them.
That's a kind of cookie. That's what
I
I'm saying.
disagree. You don't cook them. How can they be cookies?
White chocolate macadamia?
Yeah.
Peanut butter, but with chocolate chips.
I could smash the chocolate chip into the peanut butter. I also made illegal ones.
Illegal ones?
Yeah, I've got ones with what's the thing the short people eat?
Halfling root.
That's the one. He's a
Oh,
gnome.
I will take
no.
those.
Can I have a couple?
I have 3 dozen. They're medicinal.
How many do I get?
Well, how many do you want?
Half a dozen?
He hands you a tray.
Okay.
There's 1 dozen.
Sure, I just like take them all off and put them in my pocket. Okay.
I'll just take some chocolate chip and some
I also
peanut
made
butter.
experimental cookies.
Define-
Anyone want to try sweet beef?
Yes.
No.
All right. Walks over, takes a tray. No. Flips it back. Cookies go everywhere. No.
Hey, you're throwing the cookies in the
Those
ground.
are chicken. You don't want those.
Oh, okay.
Sweet beef.
To be clear, this is beef.
It's literally hamburger pucks cooked carbon hard with chocolate chips in them.
I've done dumber stuff this week. Fine. Try
Just
one.
trying one?
Yeah.
You hate it. It's awful. It's like eating
Burnt?
the most burnt thing you can like. Remember when we worked at McDonald's and sometimes those would fall in the middle
no.
trough and get heated forever and ever, and it probably tastes like that with chocolate.
That should have been our initiation, damn it.
I hate it too. It's fine. It was an experiment. Throws it. Ding 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 ding. Anyway,
Would you like me to take some of these down to Gygax?
please take them.
Okay.
I have had too many.
I'm gonna start bagging some up or stuffing them in a pack or something.
There's like 1,000 cookies.
Sig, do you have like bags for these or something? I could like a
No.
container.
I didn't think
A
that far
box.
ahead. I sent EJ to get me every pan in Gygax.
Every pan?
Like the
People-
sheets, the baking pan.
People probably need those to make
You can
food.
take those back.
Okay, we'll take those
Yeah.
back too.
I said I needed it for science.
I'm
Okay.
gonna take another dozen of his
You know what?
halfling root cookies.
Let's just take all of the cookies on the pan, stack them up, and we'll bring them to Gygax.
However you want to do it.
Can
EJ
help.
can help you if you'd
I
like.
was gonna say, EJ, can you
You're
help
gonna
us
have
with
to
that?
carry like 50 pans each.
Yeah.
No,
Lloyd.
it's okay. He's got it.
Oh.
He put modifications.
What modification?
He turns around and his back is like a baker's rack. I'm just his plaything.
Are you
I'm so sorry.
okay
Are
in
you
this
okay?
situation?
That's relative.
Do you?
Are you relatively okay?
Yeah.
Are you programmed to say that?
No.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll load up those cookies and sheet pans.
Oh! Also, you're in charge of the army now.
Me?
We've got troops.
What?
Yep.
We
You're
have
the
weapons
boss.
for him.
Wait. Why am I in charge of the army?
Because that's what they said. You built the Sky Point Keep.
Oh shit! Yeah.
It's called Sky Point Keep now. That's what they call it.
Okay.
Yep, you're in charge. They were
Okay.
gonna put me in charge. I deferred.
Let's bring them cookies, maybe, and introduce ourselves.
Probably also some of the weapons we stole, the more common
Yeah.
ones. Cookies are nice, though.
So you're the leader, or all of us. I
So,
assume it's you. Have fun leading an army.
Why is it
Not
me?
really your thing.
Why is it me?
You're the one who does weapons and I mean,
you
you do
built the
weapons and
keep.
stuff too, but it's more like hunty.
But she built the keep.
Yeah.
You're the commander of the army, the one who doesn't like to kill things.
well, you get to roll 4 times. First, I need you to roll a D100 twice. And then you're gonna have to write the following down, okay?
48.
48. Okay. You have. Hold on. Let me put this on the back of this sheet. On the back of this sheet. This will be Sky Point. Army. Okay. So, you have one unit of and these are the races are mixed based on who is living in Gygax at the time, because a keep attracts basically soldiers and stuff. So you're gonna have a standing army from the amount of people that are in the city, and then after that you roll on a special table to determine if anyone from outside the city joins as they hear about your exploits, and you guys have a certain amount of fame. So you initially get one standard that just comes with the fact that you built it, and then you get 2 more, and then you get to add one for the level of the structure. And so you're level 1, so you get 4.
So 4 standard?
No, so
Wait,
the
I'm
first
confused.
unit is a good one. It's a seasoned heavy infantry, so you have some known, they've seen some battle, and they are heavily armored. So think a group of decent leveled fighters, basically.
Okay.
No magical skills among them, but they're heavily armored. These are going to be a standing force, and a unit has between 10 and 20 people in it, depending. So go ahead and roll me a d20. Anything lower than a 10 is just 10.
10.
10. Okay, so you have 10. Okay. Roll me a d100 again.
53.
53 is you have another unit of pretty new archers. The technical term is green. Green. They are lightly armored archers. And then go ahead and roll a d20 again. I'm not gonna make you do like. This is just gonna be stuff that I'm gonna roll. You're not gonna have to deal with, unless you want to deal with army battles and shit. If that ever comes up, you absolutely can. There are mechanics for that. You didn't seem very interested in it.
Not really.
Right, so I'll do that stuff. But this is important in terms of how you do. You also get other benefits, and we'll talk about those in a minute.
Okay. Well, I rolled a
So
19.
you get benefits to your character itself. 19?
Yeah.
So you have 19 of those archers. That's
Damn.
really good. Okay, so now after that, you can choose. You are a sorcerer and a paladin. You can choose either table. I can give you a little bit of a rundown on either of those if you'd like.
Okay, give me a rundown on the paladin one first.
Okay, so paladin has access to more troops because paladins are more of a martial class. If this wants to load, I don't know why it wouldn't. I guess I can open the PDF. Looks like I'll just open the PDF. Did you give me a tummy?
I heard your
Yeah.
tummy
That
rumble.
was not his stomach.
No, I know what his farts sound
That
like.
was not a
Okay,
butthole.
that's fair. That's fair.
I wish that was a butthole.
You
I
would've-
don't like the inside farts. Inside farts are the worst.
I'm actually
By
really
the way,
hungry too.
this is the same system that we're. Don't make that face when I say inside farts. This same system is going to work towards your Hunter's Lodge, towards your Wizard Tower, towards the Druid Circle. Icilius can also use the keep as a fighter's fortress, if you're interested in that. So this is just the preliminary. It's finally done, so we can talk about it because you and I have been talking about this outside of game a little bit.
Ooh.
54.
Sneezed on me.
Sorry, I tried to cover my face.
I have your
So-
duties now.
Shut the fuck up.
So there's a few things that happen. Once you start rolling on these tables, these are specific to your class, and these are kind of a more intricate. So you're gonna have basically more elite types of soldiers, including just like veteran infantry, cavalry, stuff like that. But you can also get retainer people, which are basically mercenaries. There is an upkeep cost to this, but it roughly generates an equal amount right now. So it just depends on what you want to do. So you can get things like battle priests, evokers, a mystic, warlord, an exorcist, things like that. And then you can also attract artisans, so farmers, builders, craftsmen, blacksmith, and then these give you different benefits, like a farmer, for instance, takes your upkeep cost and reduces it. And it's also good in general, just because since you're not going to micromanage this, there's different. I mean, there's obvious benefits to making your own food. So, a captain, a tailor, also ambassadors to the different places that will hear about your thing and your exploits, and you guys have been doing a very good job of doing good things. So people are politically pretty interested, especially because you have an emperor. So, roll me a d100.
I was going off of this being the first, so it's just a 4 because it's 0-4.
Okay. So you have a smaller unit, but these are more like, think of them as like your Navy SEALs. You do get one unit, or squad, I guess. I guess squads are smaller, right? I don't know, military things. You get 8 seasoned light infantry. This is going to be more of your, like, think more of like a lightly armored scimitars or short swords with like bows.
Okay.
And now you can roll on this again, or you can do your sorcerer.
Okay, so what does the sorcerer options entail?
Okay. There's the Rangers. Takes a second to load. You're not going to have as many normal troops. You do have the chance to get normal troops, but you can also get things like a Beast Lord, a Shadow Priest, a Skinwalker, a Reaver. So they're more exotic.
Weird shit.
Right. You can get ambassadors, alchemists, and there's also special allies if you're higher. So.
I don't know which table I should try for.
This will include to get benefits of these places. Is a thing called extended rest, which means you have to spend a week in the area doing things towards it, but the benefits are huge, and we'll talk about those in a second. But
Okay. I'll go off the paladin table again.
okay, paladin table again, which is more of a martial thing.
Squads are smaller than units. Units are made up of squads.
There we go.
Says
We
the
did it.
chat.
Was Dom in there?
50.
50.
Fuck.
Got him.
I think I just cut myself on the chair.
Idiot. Are you bleeding out? You gonna
No,
die?
I'm good.
I can stitch you.
Please stitch me.
Randy can talk you through it.
That sounded sexual.
My pager's off.
It was supposed to be sexual.
You have a 7th level warlord. Which is a combination. It's basically a battle master. If you would like to roll a 7th level battle master outside of the session,
Okay.
he can base. So retainers are usually like your lieutenants.
Yeah.
If you wanna roll up, it'd have to be random.
Yeah.
Roll that up. I'll do a backstory after the fact, but you roll up any of the Gygaxian races that are available, which includes Dragonborn now. So you have elves, dwarves, human, Aarakocra, and Dragonborn.
So do I choose or do I roll randomly?
You're gonna roll randomly for all of these things,
Okay.
but you can roll a 7th level fighter in any combination you'd like. So martial classes
Nice.
only. Typically they go battle master, but up to you.
I'm
if
assuming
you-
all the UA and it's extended.
all of it.
Okay. Awesome.
Everything is good. Anything that you can use, they can use. So there's 7th level, so you get to roll that up. You can choose a name and everything. I'll do backstory stuff because obviously Elenia wouldn't know who this person was. So,
Yeah.
but they will be your lieutenant and basically in charge until you leave.
What rank am I if I'm in charge of an army?
You are
General, right?
Well,
Or
you
commander.
can give your own title.
Yeah.
This is technically a militia. You're not a sovereign state that's recognized, but you guys are so damn powerful and heroes that people are being drawn to this. So basically, these people are already here that have been waiting for you, and you can make introductions after you roll this, and we can do it next session. But they are calling you the Valkyrie, so that's a thing. Now, as for the features, if you fight
Shit.
on this calls the same hex. But basically, if you fight in the territory on the map, I guess we do use hexes for the world map, that represents where Sky Point is. If you have a fight here, you gain stronghold actions, which are basically layer actions in a fight that go on. So you guys gain layer actions. So something for the paladin, since it's both paladin and sorcerer. And again, you'd have to stay for an extended rest to get the benefits of this.
Mm-hmm.
But in preparation for a fight, that might be something you do. Do you want to draw them to Sky Point, for instance? I don't know when this would happen, but it's a thing you can do. So just some examples. You can choose an ally within sight to gain an AC bonus equal to your charisma bonus as their armor becomes gold for 10 minutes. Each ally can be affected by this ability only once per day.
Can you send these to me in
Yeah, I will.
picture
I'm going
form?
to, yeah.
Okay.
You also can choose a class feature improvement, which helps regardless of where you're at. You don't have to be within the area. But you do have to spend an extended rest to get the benefit of this. And this goes for everybody with the Hunter's Lodge and a Wizard Tower and everything. Improved Righteous Smite. Your Divine Smite burns through enemy resistance. Enemies normally resistant to either radiant damage or your weapon damage lose it. Enemies immune to either type of damage are now resistant to it, and enemies without resistant to either radiant or your weapon damage become vulnerable. You can do this for a number of attacks equal to your stronghold level, which is 1 right now, after which you must take an extended rest to refresh the ability. So you are gaining benefits of doing this. Last but not least, you do gain the ability to train during your extended rest, which you don't have to spend 2 extended rests to get all of this, just one extended rest, which again is 5 days. And again, this goes for everybody once you have any of these. You can spend time training. For wizards, it's a little different because you'd have to choose between this or spending time crafting new spells. You can spend time training light armor training, medium, heavy, bludgeoning, finesse, piercing, reach, shield, slashing, and versatile training. Each of these give you different things. For instance, you have heavy armor. So if you spend time training the troops to use heavy armor, you gain benefits. There's also a chance that you could take someone that's like light. If you want to change them, you don't have to do this training.
Mm-hmm.
You do have to have corresponding, like you can't just train in, I don't know, shields if you have just a bunch of, since you have no one to, if you didn't have anyone to train that uses shields, right? Does that make sense?
So would my heavy infantry have shields?
Yes.
Okay.
Heavy infantry have shields, heavy armor, and stuff
We
like
have
that.
archers, heavy infantry, and light infantry, so
You're
we
pretty
kind
set.
of covered
You're pretty
the
set, but
yeah.
just for the reference, if they die for any reason or something, it doesn't make a lot of sense that you can train alone, but it wouldn't really do as much as training and sparring with other people and sharing what used to be a girl that was scared of bludgeoning people to someone who's very martially capable. So, for instance, heavy armor training would give you, and again, this is an extended rest, when you learn to present your most heavily armored face to your foes. Ranged attacks have disadvantage against you as crossbow bolts bounce and acid arrows splash harmlessly, sometimes, off your armor.
That's right.
So ranged attacks would have disadvantage. Like a shield, for instance, if you succeed on a weapon attack while wielding a shield, you can push your target 5 feet away from you. This does not provoke opportunity attacks, so stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shit, we might just spend a week here.
Yeah, so there's lots of cool stuff that you can do. It kind of expands. It's a little more
Why?
strategic.
Because we have things to do.
You do have some things to do. It doesn't have to be.
As long as we rest here at night, right?
So as long as you are spending a good amount of your work day,
So like we could go
roughly 8 hours a day.
So
to
if,
the Tin Top play.
yeah,
or
if we go to
something
Tin
and-
Top,
and
You
then
can go to
come
see
Tin
the
Top at
play
night
and
because
come
of
back.
the Hartnell. You get the
That's
advantages of basically zooping around everywhere. So yeah.
oh man.
Yeah, so you get a bunch of stuff right now because you invested a fuckload of money and time into this, and it was going to pay off, and now it paid off.
I put an absolute fuck ton into the hunters last year.
Yeah, and so that's under construction still, but not long.
Yeah, I put like 2,500
Yeah.
bones
How
into
much
that.
money is the Wizard's Tower?
So, you are building on a previous structure. A druid circle as well can also build on a previous structure. If you were doing the sewers, that would be that would count. So it cuts time if you do it one at a time, or you have EJ's help. EJ is a building thing, and he can help have the time. A tower typically costs 8,000. It could be halved because you're building on a structure, and then the time, because you're building on a structure, would normally take 60 days. If you use EJ, it takes 30 days. Your establishment, you only need 500 more gold to get to your half that Seiko is going to put in. And then
We have enough money for that.
Yeah, that's why I asked you for.
yeah, and then that's
We'll sell everything and then we'll divide our
45,
money.
It should be done by the end of the month. Yeah, so that's the type of thing. Now, if you want to take it to the second level, you could put more money into it. So first to second level for the keep, which would be Alenia's thing, is 5,000 gold. The time it takes is normally 50 days, but you could make it 25 with EJ.
Okay.
You can also try to put more money into it to make it go faster, but you can't just spam it. Because again, it's very similar to like if you were to build a house in real life. If you have 100 people building a house, it's going to go a little bit slower than if you had just 50 because they have more space to do the thing they need to do. At a certain point, it can get too crowded. So
I wasn't using EJ, was I?
it was kind of already mostly built anyway. So
Okay.
it was more just a reparative thing.
Yeah. Because there was a building that I was just fixing up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seiko had spotted it out. You guys kind of looked at it and stuff. So, and there was already a tower there, so it wouldn't take. I don't think it would take. I don't think it would even take 30 days, but only one of you can use EJ at a time. So, okay. So, this all gets thrown at you over the course of about an hour, and you guys are kind of like interested in that.
Alright, can I go now?
Yeah.
You could have gone at any point.
I didn't know if I was supposed to be here to like.
Well,
meet
you are an
people.
emperor.
Yeah.
Overseeing your
Can I
domain.
go now? Asks the fucking emperor.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if
He
I
didn't
had
just
to be
want to
something
eat,
else.
you know?
Yeah.
Go see your girlfriend. We'll meet up tomorrow
gonna
to go do the
dash.
thing.
Literally as fast as I possibly can go.
Okay.
Just 200 feet, right? 100 feet. Sorry.
Yeah, you can get there eventually.
Do I know how long the Hartnell needs to rest after?
Yeah, about 12 hours.
I'm gonna start making my way to the city.
Making my way downtown. You're done hanging out with Elenia. Are you guys staying for now?
Our house is still in Gygax because we left it up. We didn't like take it, so
What
We'll
a
just-
cool magic house.
we'll just walk back to the house.
Okay.
I was gonna have EJ bring the sheets and the cookies and stuff so we
You
could
can do that.
take that.
Okay. So everybody's going basically back.
home.
Icilius and Ignir as well.
Yeah. If Agnir's meditation is over, he's going to cast Gentle Repose on the head first.
Okay, that'll take 4 hours, right?
Yeah, for his trance.
Okay. Did you want to stay in that while they did cookies and general things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he was.
So
he
yeah,
was
you're the last person.
entrancing from when we left the abyss.
Yeah,
So.
that was 2 hours.
Okay.
So basically you have 2 hours of.
Yeah.
So Agnir will do that. Icilius is with probably Jerdun and Elenia or the professor. Or all four. I don't know if you're all walking together. Unless.
Where is
Professor's staying
Icilius
behind for
going?
I don't know.
Do you want to come with us? I know it's
Sure.
been a while since you've been in the city. We can, you know.
Yeah, I don't really have any place to go here.
You could also stay at our place if you don't want to stay with the professor.
Hey, I get it.
It's cozy.
Jerdun speaks up. Also, Evelios, there's an open apartment. Since he's
Oh, yeah,
not-
he moved, didn't
he
he?
did move. Got a new place. He's an emperor. He can't be in an apartment, right?
Wherever you want to go, you know. We could get you
Or
there.
yeah, we can hook you up with a plate. We have enough room. If you feel better there, or if you want
Alenia
to-
basically owns
Yeah.
2 houses now. So
Yeah, Sky Point. You can stay at Sky Point. You could probably stay on the Hartnell.
also she has Arlem's house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was
she's
talking
like
about.
Fucking,
Fucking
she's upper
landlords.
class. She's got 4 houses.
Damn, Bernie Sanders. Socialism much? Yeah.
All these were given to
This
me.
is why she holds all the money.
Supposed to be in a burlap sack and dying in a ditch.
I guess I'll stay with you two at least tonight. It's not an intrusion.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
By the way,
We
if
have plenty of
Icilius would
space.
rather open up like a workshop, it doesn't have to be like a business. It could just be like something he does alone. You don't have to do the troop things or anything, but it can help do that if you'd prefer to do that, or if he doesn't want to. He doesn't have to do anything, of course. And if you have an idea that you are thinking of that isn't necessarily something I listed, we can work on it. Okay, so you're gonna get to the city first. Everybody else is just walking. What do you do?
Gonna go home
Gonna go home. Okay.
and knock on the door when I get there.
Time to get yelled at.
So you fly to the Aarakocra wedge, and you find very quickly the nice-sized house. It seems to be over the course of the week or so, week and a half roughly, they've been gone. Seems to have been work done to it. It seems to be in working order, and you see what's left the Praetorian Guard, standing guard outside and on the sides. It's early in the morning, so the sun's up, and a little chilly. It's getting later in the year. The sky's pretty blue and nice, and little oranges and yellows and stuff from the rising sun, and birds are flying around, and little wispy clouds. And you can land anywhere you'd like. The front door?
Mm-hmm.
All right, come to
just
the
gonna-
front door.
Knock on it.
And as soon as they see you land, they look at you, You see a couple of them flinch, and then they just bow their heads. You knock on the door.
Yeah, I bow my heads back as well.
Okay. You give a rap on the door, which of course is a little bit shorter than a normal human door. It's about 5.5 feet tall instead of your 7-8 foot door. And after a little bit, the door opens and a Praetorian guard greets you. Sir.
Hi, is she here?
The lady is within.
I walk in.
Stows his glaive and lets you walk past and shuts the door, and you can see there's like 2 locks. Steps back, kind of like 10 feet away from the front of the door, and just stares at the door.
This is what it's like.
And you walk back. The lower level has
Glad I'm not anyone that important.
the lower level has a kitchen to the left. Staircases in the middle. It comes up and then splits at the top, with a large open skylight that lets a lot of natural light in. There seem to be magical sconces like you're used to from your home. They give off that sort of like white-blue light. Everything in here is pretty white and clean. It seems this used to be an old council member's house from a while ago, but it doesn't have a lot of art in it yet. There's not like a lot of furniture or anything. There is a lounge area to the right with empty bookshelves. What looks to be like a fireplace type thing. It's more of like a bowl, which isn't terribly unstandard for Aarakocrans. Usually, your fireplaces tend to be like almost like braziers, and there is a sort of like a what would be like an oven hood, where it just kind of goes over top of the brazier a little bit, and the smoke would billow out to the side, and then it has what looks to be a rug, and you'd probably put furniture around that and spend time warm. Upstairs, there's like 4 doors. From your tour of it, you know that your master bedroom was off to the left side. Everything else was empty rooms, probably things you could make into offices or studies or something. Or for kids.
Yeah.
Very quiverful around here. And you do know that there is roof access. And there are bathrooms where they're attached to the rooms. There is roof access under the stairs and around the back. There's basically like a reverse fireman's pole. Not a pole, but it's like a chute you can just fly all the way up.
Yeah.
Which is pretty standard in the back of houses, Aarakocran houses. And on the top, there's like a terrace, and some. Because you came down from the top, so I guess you'd see this. There's a start of like gardens and stuff, and you can see some baths, and then there's very cool on the corners of this terrace. There are hanging beds, like bowl-shaped sort of nests that you could sit in, very similar to like what a human would use it for a hammock. But they're a little bit bigger. They can fit 2 or 3 people, Aarakocrans, in them. And you would spend a lot of time in these as a kid with your parents and stuff, just kind of hanging out. There's a lot of on top of houses time spent in Aarakocran households. You don't seem to have a servant yet, but I think we had talked about.
I paid so much money for all that stuff.
Yeah. So there doesn't seem to be someone working there right now, but it seems at least that you can see.
Mm-hmm. I think I put like 6 months or like a year worth.
Yeah. So the hiring process is probably going to happen at some point. Maybe because the emperor was gone, there wasn't.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Paid out till the end of the world. Good idea.
Yeah. It's just thinking ahead, you know.
There we go.
200 IQ players just pay out just right before the world ends.
Yeah.
Okay. And I assume you just want to walk to the master bed?
Is she not?
You do see 2 Praetorian guards outside the door.
God damn.
No privacy.
Yeah, I'm walking.
Okay. So you walk past. They bow again. You open the door. And Armadale's in there. There is a large circular bed in the middle of the room. Again, pretty standard for an Aarakocra space. It's a lot nicer than having that bed that was pushed up against the wall in that little apartment. A lot of windows on this side. They seem to open on like large latches that you can open up. And there's 2 balconies, one to the right and one straight in front of you, past those windows. There are fresh flowers in here, blue and white. It smells very floral and fresh. The windows are open. There's those sheer fancy people curtains that are like billowing in the wind. It's very nice. She's sitting there on top of the circular bed, which isn't a bowl. Mm-hmm. It's just pretty flat. She's sitting on top, cross-legged, like reading a book or something. And she looks up and goes,
Hey.
"Oh God! Okay, having a panic attack. All right." And she gets up, she hugs you, gives you a peck on the cheek.
I missed you.
I missed you. Yes. Oh. She punches you in the shoulder.
I respect her.
I deserve that one. Kinda hurts though.
Fuck you. I didn't hire a house person yet. I didn't know who you wanted. I wanted you to be comfortable with it. The Praetorian people were like all over my shit.
Do you want them to kind of back off a bit?
Well,
Because they seem like a lot.
it made me
kind
feel
of a lot
safe,
for me
I will
to-
say, but also like, yeah, maybe, you know.
When I'm here, they don't have to be as.
Ooh. She smiles. Yeah, tough guy. She sort of grabs your arm. Alright, go tell them. They don't really listen to me as much as they listen to you.
I'll open the door and let them know.
Just to like, how much, like, just want them to like be outside or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so outside of the house. They nod, understand, and walk on outside.
A little better?
Yeah, they're not like annoying. It's just like
You turn the corner and they're just.
It's just almost spooky. I think I'd be used to it. Anyway,
You want to get breakfast? I am
fuck
famished.
yeah, I do. Wait, should I not swear now that I'm like a lady? And
I don't give a fuck.
oh, well, okay.
At least behind, you know.
Yeah. So let's hire somebody soon.
We can do that this week.
Also,
Actually, my day's pretty open, so.
excellent. And also, well, the best breakfast in town is Valentinian's.
Yeah,
so
well.
we'll have to go to the second best. There were the council elders that you set up.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, you're in charge of law,
Oh.
so they have a few issues that they've been bugging me about that I can't take care of. So, we'll have to talk to them probably tonight,
Okay.
or tomorrow morning. I don't care.
Tomorrow
you're in
morning
charge.
sounds great.
Right.
Give me a day at least.
Yeah, sure. Is that it? I think. Been reading books. We need to go furniture shopping.
Yeah, that's part of the plan.
I have a bed. You look around. There's pretty much nothing else in here. It's a nice bed, though. Decided to go with the essentials first.
Well, I think we plan on going to Ivory Drift soon. So.
How hungry are you?
How hungry am I?
Yeah.
Enough to where I don't want to take a bath, but I probably should.
Nah, you can take a bath after. And she grabs your hand and pulls you under the bed. Fade to black. So, birds! You got a corkscrew peen!
Jesus Christ.
Is that all birds, or is that
That's
just a
just
specific
ducks.
kind of bird?
It's just my head cannon, okay?
Okay.
You can make up your own.
I'm gonna look up
your own
owl dick.
Avelios
Hold on.
peen.
I'm gonna Google owl
No,
dick.
didn't we Google this before?
I don't remember. I need a refresher
I'm
on
pretty
owl
sure
dick.
I
on
feel like
the-
we Google owl anatomy every 3 episodes.
It's a
Owl
very
dick.
consistent
I'm
thing.
pretty
that
sure
keeps
we
coming
Googled
back up.
owl dick like
I should say penis. There we go.
Owl dick.
my
Say owl dick.
These are just owls that look like penises. That's not. Oh, here's one of the.
Wait, let me see. Don't put it on the screen though.
I see.
It's
should
like
get-
it's
Put
like
it in chat.
a knitted little owl thing to put over
a
your
dick
penis.
hammock.
Oh,
It's like-
Yeah.
it's like a dick koozie.
It's like
Yeah.
a dick public, yeah.
Dr. Minshew's gonna be modeling soon.
There we
Definitely
go.
should get you that for
Oh.
Christmas.
What's an owl
I
penis
get that for
look
Christmas. God damn it.
These none of these are owls. That's a chicken, a quail, a duck, and a goose.
Gooses are.
like?
Geese are hung for fucking birds. It looks like
Right.
It's real fucking gross.
it looks like raw meat. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. It looks like raw meat.
Yes.
Technically, that's what it is.
Yeah.
They don't call it beating
My
the meat
dick's
for
raw
nothing.
meat. I don't know.
That's why they call it.
Why is it
raw,
so hard to
right?
find an owl dick on the internet? It's 2019, people.
Maybe they don't have dicks.
Get over your hang-ups.
Hashtag justice for owl dicks.
Right. So who's next?
Yeah, who's next?
What was that thing on the right?
It's
Hold
a
on,
volunteer basis right now since you're all together.
What the fuck is that?
Which one?
Is
This?
that a penis nose sunglasses?
Yeah.
Alright.
Who's next?
So, we're gonna take Icilius to our house and
Can do.
also we have to distribute cookies and give people their fucking pans back.
EJ can do all the cookies.
Okay, EJ, go hand those out to people.
Sounds
Not the
great.
drug ones. I think they took all the drug
I
ones.
still have a dozen.
Don't give those out.
Dozen too.
You both
I
took
took
a dozen.
I took a dozen.
They had 3 dozen.
Keep that dozen.
You want me to keep the drugs?
Yes, don't give it to people.
It's gonna look pretty weird having 1 tray of cookies on here.
Too bad. Okay, give me the tray of drug cookies then. I'll take them and put them in my bag.
Enjoy your drugs. He walks away.
So, do you guys want to grab breakfast? You've been drinking on an empty stomach like a dumbass.
What?
Are you hungry?
I could go for breakfast or a drink, or both.
Yeah, let's go get food.
Let's go to the best breakfast in town.
Valentinians?
Fuck yeah.
Am I still here?
Yeah, if you want to be.
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
I thought we were walking already.
Yeah, you were already
Oh.
walking together, but you can split off whenever you want.
Alright, let's all go get fucking breakfast,
Should we-
because...
I'm gonna do sending to Kasdan, wherever the fuck he is.
Tell him to meet you.
Meet us at Valentinians. We're not dead.
Meet us at Valentinians. We're not dead.
What a good boyfriend.
That's the information he needs to know.
You just
right
hear-
now.
You just hear. Oh, hi!
You don't call,
Nice!
you don't text.
Sure! And that's the end of the message. Okay, so you all make your way over to Valentinians. There's a little bit of a line at first. Mostly Aarakocrans, but not limited. It's again just this nice little white little bistro. It's got an outdoor area, like kind of fenced in, that you could sit at, or it's got an indoor area.
Outdoor.
It is a nice day. It's a little cool, but it's not like. Are you still wearing all your battle regalia?
Oh god, well I mean I can take that off anytime,
Your dun's in full
technically.
plate, covered in all sorts of stuff.
You can prestidigitate some of that.
Yeah.
Sure, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm just asking.
No, let's just eat first and then we can deal with cleaning up. Do you want to take some of that off for now and put it
No.
in the bag?
What if something comes in and attacks us
Oh my
in the
God.
middle of breakfast?
Let me
It's
just
like
take the plate
Avengers
off.
in the shawarma restaurant. They're
Yeah, we're all beat up.
Oh,
and just-
pretty much. You all sit there.
I order the biggest stack of pancakes.
Okay, pancakes it is. They do have infused maple butter, if you're into that.
Yes.
Of course.
Is there bacon? Do they have bacon?
Fuckloads of bacon.
I would like all of their bacon. Not all of it. A lot of bacon.
Okay.
I would like the other half of their bacon.
Okay.
All right, Ron Swanson.
Jordan is gonna order. He just goes, "What's your biggest omelet?" And the waitress starts talking. And he goes, "2 of them."
Give me all the bacon and eggs you have.
I know, son.
I
I
think
know
you may
you
have
heard.
misheard me.
He may have misheard me. You
I
thought I said, "Just bring me a lot of bacon and eggs."
I said, bring all of the bacon and eggs you have.
Sir, they're made with 8 eggs each. It's fine.
A bird restaurant serving eggs is weird.
The chickens.
Okay.
Jordan's like 6 feet tall and like
We eat pigs.
fucking
I guess
built.
Would that be
so-
the relative relation?
think so.
Would Eric Cochran look at it like
Well,
a
Eric
normal
Cochran's
bird?
don't eat eggs. Eric Cochran's are largely, well, except for the carrion birds. They eat anything.
Sure, but like when they look like a common bird, do they think of it the same way a human looks at like a monkey, or like?
That probably, yeah.
Okay.
Kind of, yeah, because they're similar but not sapient. Like for instance, owls are omnivorous, but like socially they tend to be vegetarian. But he eats grubs and shit from time to time, and rodents are kind of uncouth for upper class people. So
Yeah, not good enough for me.
but rabbit, you've eaten rabbit stew before.
I think I've eaten seafood at one point too.
Yeah, not super
Not
high
a
on
lot,
seafood.
but-
but
Snails?
yeah. Snails. But it's mostly an omnivorous diet there. But they're a little bit different than actual owls. Like they don't like fucking puke up a pellet and.
That's gross.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dig in on a giant stack of pancakes.
Yeah, you all start digging in. Apparently, the professor and Icilius just eat bacon. Jordan's gonna order mimosas for the table, like a pitcher.
Yeah.
And then Kasdan, after about 5-6 minutes, walks in as well. Not in like the leathers and stuff, in more of the purple get up, high socks up to just below the knee, looking pretty dapper. Comes up behind you guys and grabs a chair from a table nearby. And
Hey, Kasdan.
hi.
When he gets there, I'm like, it's good to see you again.
Ah,
Uh,
you're still purple.
yeah.
It's very close to not being anymore.
Don't tell me. Well, a lot's been happening. Meldred moved in.
Yeah, how's that going?
Fine for now.
How's the,
You actually look around and you notice a couple of kobolds and dragonborn like walking around in the streets, which you didn't see before.
how goes that new job that you're doing?
Beneficial.
Okay. We'll talk about that more in a more private setting.
Ooh. At breakfast, even. Starts drinking a mimosa, steals a piece of your bacon.
Jesus.
I don't usually eat bacon. Garçon!
Oh, God. If he snaps his fingers, I swear to God.
Start walking. Can I have a spinach and egg white omelette? Du fromage? It's fancy.
Oh, no.
I sound like your druid friend. Omelette du fromage.
You're very pretty.
I know.
So is this a thing now?
Yeah, they're a
Oh
thing.
yeah. That's yeah. Was Icilius there when he was?
At the beginning.
Yeah.
He knew Well, yeah, we met Kasdan together.
He reaches his hand out to shake it. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Glad you finally convinced the professor to get out of his own way for once.
It took a while.
Well. Is this your first breakfast since you're back? grabs one of the glasses of mimosa. To surviving! Drinks it.
Toast to that.
Yeah.
Well, without giving me the scary details, anything I need to know?
Well, the only thing you need to know is kind of a scary detail, so...
God damn it.
Do you want to know?
Yeah, I have to.
Time
Part of the
sca-
team!
Timescale for the end of the world is less than a year. We're gonna need more mimosas over here.
Okay. Anything you need me to do?
Unless we need to bring you on missions for any reason. We still have to go
I
to...
couldn't do anything like... Not that.
the spy.
Like fetching you a... I'll go shopping for you. I can be your personal shopper. I don't know.
Well,
I like that. That right there is the thing I like. More of this. Less of the go with us, kill stuff. More of the go do something else.
can you spy on the green dragon for us?
Your friend's wife?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you covertly get away
We're
with...
gonna need some tea.
Okay, quietly, I'm going to say, she wants us to take out our new neighbor,
That sounds good.
but I don't know if I trust it yet.
Reasonable.
So if we can get any more information about that...
So you want me to go... to the Glades? And spy on... I'm gonna have to go on official business or something.
I feel like it'd be obvious if we just
Why don't
send
we just-
you...
Take Egnir.
What do you mean?
Well, if I go with Egnir, I can be part of the official thingy.
Okay.
Like
Like a-
what are those called?
Like
Kind of
an
an-
envoy.
An envoy,
That's kind of the word I'm looking for. I guess
liaison.
more, less than an ambassador. I mean, I think we could use some other things, and frankly, I don't know that spying is necessary as much as asking questions and hoping for truth.
Well, you can also work your magic. I mean, I know you're good at getting information, right? So...
Don't call it magic. Reduces the importance of my skills.
Well,
You
then
couldn't do these things with a spell.
head off with Egnir then, and we'll...
I can do that. It's probably safer than going alone anyway. Is he going to go there soon?
I think so.
Please don't get caught.
Well, I don't plan on doing anything terribly illegal. I think I could just be pretty frank with her and see where it goes. And if I have to be more, I never get caught.
Okay.
Except
wanna-
once.
I don't
That
wanna-
time you were in the cell when we found you?
Twice then.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to kill Egnir's wife. I was at the wedding. That's awkward. Please don't get caught.
I'm gonna pop Rose on my shoulder and start feeding him pieces of pancake.
Oh, he loves it. Anything sweet? Yes. It's kind of gross.
Christ, that was disgusting.
You know, like, he has basically like a dog mouth. He doesn't have like...
It looks like a snake in the fucking
Yeah,
picture.
no, they don't have like, you know, primate chewing where it rotates. It's basically like a...
Doesn't
thing.
have the grinder teeth, whatever the fuck they're
All
called.
dogs have grinder teeth, but they don't really use them a lot. If you know a dog that chews, it's a weird ass dog. I don't know.
Darwin chews.
Barely.
My dog
You ever
chews.
tried
He
to
chews
give-
the kibble. He'll
My dog-
inhale
yeah,
the
he
treats.
cracks them and then he... But like, you ever give him like a piece of chicken? What if we gave him a pancake? What's he doing?
My dog chews everything she eats.
Just in. What a weird dog.
She literally take little bites of her food and chew it.
Well, his kibble's different than, like, giving him, like, a pancake.
No, she chews anything.
She choose pancakes?
She chews any
You
food
should
I
give
give
your
her.
dog a pancake and see what happens.
Yeah, I will.
It's weird.
And I'll videotape her chewing the pancake.
It's so weird. It's not that I don't believe you. I just want to see a dog chew.
Yeah, you will when I videotape it.
Anyway. So you're sitting at breakfast and doing that? Anything you want to talk about during breakfast? Besides that?
Icilius, is there anywhere you want to go today?
Not particularly, no. I wouldn't mind picking up supplies to build a new gun, but otherwise I wouldn't mind a comfortable bed for a change.
Well, I think we're going to Ivory Drift tomorrow, it looks like. Or tonight.
Probably tomorrow. Speaking of which, do you want to go? I say to Kasdan.
To Ivory Drift.
Yeah. We found a giant emerald like this big.
Did you take it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's in my bag right now.
We almost died.
I don't need anything, but sure.
Okay.
Oh no, we haven't hung out.
Yeah.
Plus, if you're leaving and I'm leaving, it's like shore leave.
That's a weird way to... Okay.
It's only weird until you see the sailor costume.
Do you have one of those?
Not yet.
Okay.
Dun leans forward. I don't want to go shopping.
You want to stay here?
I want to find this guy a place to stay.
Okay.
What are you looking for, buddy? I'll hunt you down something nice. Something, you said comfy bed. Anything else it needs?
I mean, at this point, 4 walls and a roof would be a pretty good upgrade over the last decade or so.
Well, I think the least I can do is put up at least first month's rent for you. We're doing okay.
Awfully generous.
Oh, yeah, well. You shot a few things that would have killed me otherwise a couple times, so I think that's fine. Oh, this omelet
Least
is
I could do.
so good. You want a workshop?
Yeah, I would love one of those, yeah.
Okay. I know of an old place that might have enough for you. Fine with basements, though? Is that okay? Like, you wouldn't live in the basement. The basement's also there.
Yeah?
Okay.
Why wouldn't I be?
Well, I don't know. You went through some shit, man. Just want to make sure. Just looking out.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Alright, let me ask around. Should be repaired by now. Sure. Yes. We'll do that. I also have the perfect guy to run security for you.
You're not.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
I don't know that I need security.
I want you to sleep good at night, buddy. That's what I want.
I have a gun for that.
That involves waking up. Anyway, I'm gonna hunt that down for you. I gotta go talk to Delric and stuff. I need a shower
Yeah.
or a soak or both.
Let's go home and just
Yes.
get clean. No.
Jesus.
Icilius also has to use our shower, so, like, don't be weird. What?
I'm joking. Alright, yeah. Let's do that. Don't you have class at some point? Didn't you say you're gonna teach? When's that?
School meeting.
First day of school?
The first day of school is the first of the next month, and I have a meeting for school the day before that.
Oh no. That's hilarious.
You're gonna
I forgot
teach
about
people?
that.
I'm very good with children. Have you ever seen me with a child?
No.
No, and I don't want to.
It'll be fine.
Maybe I
Young
should be there to
minds-
supervise.
No supervision is necessary. I will mold these children into ideal versions of themselves.
I don't like any of
Those that survive will be
Survive?
better off.
Wait. There should not be a survival aspect to this.
Survival of the fittest child.
What kind of school did you go to?
I didn't go to school.
Well, that explains a lot.
The reason why kids
I had
these days are
private
brats is 'cause
study,
their parents
okay?
don't beat them.
Okay.
By the
Vala
way,
taught me.
on the
Cool.
6th of next month, Gimun, that's when the Footed Arrow opens.
Okay.
The 6th. So, which is a week after school begins. Wow, interesting. And there's a holiday coming up.
Okay.
What's the holiday?
I don't know, whichever one is gonna nuke the city next.
Yeah, I'm terrified of parties now. I think we have PTSD for parties.
On the 21st is the feasting night. Very similar to Thanksgiving, except instead of giving thanks for everything in general, it's more of a familial or friends thing. Think Friendsgiving. It's kind of like people in your social network basically show up, you pick a place, you throw a party, and the idea is that your core group of friends, if any of you have friends outside of that core group, you invite them too, and you try to get as many friends in one area at the same time for a large feast, and everybody brings something. And it just takes place during a night. It's not necessarily like it's not like gift sharing or anything, except you just bring something to pass and you hang out.
We could throw a party at Sky Point.
Good.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of soldiers to meet and talk to, apparently.
We also have a rich friend with like a half palace or some shit, so.
A rich friend with a half palace?
Guy's the Emperor, maybe you've heard of him?
Oh, he has a half palace?
You haven't seen his new house?
No.
Oh, well, I obviously do a lot of the housing around here. It's fucking huge.
How big is it?
It's stupid.
Is it, like, bigger than Sky Point? There's no way. It's a whole keep.
Well, that's like outside, too.
Yeah.
Bigger on the inside.
Is it magical?
No. No, I mean, no, not like, not, stop. He got all excited or some shit. No, I mean, it's like the floor space on the interior of the building is bigger than the floor space in the interior of Sky Point.
Oh.
Sky Point itself has like walls and shit, which makes it like a courtyard, an outdoorsy thing. To be fair, it's getting to be fall, cold,
That's
outside.
true.
Not necessarily. I don't want to spring it on him though. He can always say no. I don't know what Armadale's doing. I don't know what they got going on.
I also don't think people are gonna want to walk like 2 hours outside of the city back or back to Gygax after
never
eating
know.
a large
That could
meal.
always be a fun time.
It's a destination party. There you go.
Yeah, everybody
I guess I could
walks
get
and
everyone
drinks.
back and forth with the Hartnell if I really wanted to. Not a big deal.
There you go.
He's like our Uber. I'm not there, but
So, feasting night. Yeah.
Can we get in touch with that elven ambassador that was working with us? Why can't I remember their name?
I have it written down.
Zeno?
Zeno.
Xeno Elixis?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Could you maybe send a message to him?
Of what nature?
don't mention the zoo.
I need him. He's kind of the only person we know that's a really good ambassador to the dragons on behalf of everyone else, so I'd like for him to schedule my fight and let me know where and when, and, you know.
I believe they said the center of Gygax, where the crater is.
We're fighting in the crater, yeah, but, like,
on the 32nd.
did we ever actually set up
Yeah, they
Just
said
show
the
up there?
32nd, Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I thought for some reason I thought we didn't have like everything fleshed out.
32nd.
You just don't know what you're fighting.
Yeah. Oh god. Okay,
I'm sure Meldrad will touch base at some point between now and then.
it's not Meldrad.
Sorry, which one?
Mindorian.
My bad. Who's Meldrad?
The black one.
Black one.
Black one.
Mindorian's
Wow.
the
My bad.
fire starter.
Okay.
The red one. Lore fail!
Got my M-named dragons confused. Whoops.
That's fair.
Okay. Anything else?
Gonna go take a shower.
Okay. So you, Jordan, and Icilius all head to your house. I assume Rose is staying out.
What do you mean?
Who's paying the tab?
Oh, I got that.
Okay. For everyone, since this is the nice part of town, it'd be 12 gold.
Okay.
It's overpriced, but it's delicious.
For
That's
pancakes.
fuck yeah.
For the whole table, yeah. You look on the bill, it was the mimosas and that egg white omelet that
Fucking cast him.
really got you.
He's gotta keep in shape. He's gotta keep fit.
Just gotta keep Twinkie.
Also, Jordan had 2 omelets. So,
We all ordered a lot of food. Anyway, back to the house, getting cleaned up.
alright.
Technically, I'm always kind of clean and
Yeah,
pretty,
but it still
but
feels nice to have hot water and soap and, like, getting rid of it. Okay. What are you doing?
Probably gonna head back to the Hartnell, same, to get, like, clean stuff, see if, Caston wants to go, or
Yeah,
if
I'll
he
go.
has stuff to do.
Okay. And then, while all that's happening, Egnir, you're done with your meditation, and, what do you want to do?
you should work on your stuff to get us all brain.
We gotta get materials for it. Although I could collect the spores from him now, I would think.
Yeah.
Would Ignir's Druid Circle be able to function as the Golgari embassy as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just have to invite diplomats to a sewer. Which Egnir thinks is hilarious. It's up to you. There's also, like, you know, there's naturey areas. The top of Valios's house is like a garden, so.
Yeah, I'll go scouting for an above ground one.
Okay. What are you kind of thinking? What do you picture in your head?
Primarily just like an isolated little grove of trees.
Okay. There are some old council like amenity parks that kind of have like a Greco-Roman exterior where it's sort of these columns in sort of a Colosseum like structure, and in the center there's walking paths and like gardens and trees and stuff. You could probably have that converted to have some I guess for lack of a better term, kind of like a press box type upper office space that kind of looks over top of that, and it could be more naturey than corporate, of course. That would allow you both the function of staying near nature while also giving the appearance of a more suitable space to have diplomats show up.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, that would be near. You can choose either in the Elvish wedge or the human. Very similar structures. The architecture would be a little bit different between the two, where you get more of a sort of a windy, more I guess nature aesthetic to the carving on the stone, versus a more rounded or blocky style, almost mission style, with the humans.
Yeah, let's go with the Elvish one.
Okay. You can do so, and it will take some money to put forth. Were you looking? I don't know how much money you personally have.
25 silver.
25 silver
Yeah, I
is
feel like
probably
we put
not
a
going
lot
to
down.
cut it. Technically, this is a temple. Building on an old thing. We could do it for 3,000. You might have to ask the matriarch or your queen wife for
Yeah.
some cash. You're cash poor right now. You have a lot of equity, though. There's also the tin bank if you want to look up for a loan.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd give one to a walking mushroom.
He's a king.
That's true. We'll just make a note of it for now.
How would you
Mark
prove
one of the trees for transport via plants.
dragon scars on your groin?
I think it's funny that the last time he was in Tin Top, he tried to become a spider and got stepped on, and then now he's a king. So if you were to go,
Started from the bottom, now we here.
Oh boy. Okay, so Ambassador Druid Grove. Okay. And basically, you would attract other Golgari to the area, along with the option of getting like higher, same stuff that Elenia got, where you can get special troops and things.
Yeah, the super OP wild shape.
Yes, you do get a super OP wild shape if that occurs. I'm going to read it out loud because I think it's dope.
3,000 gold.
Yeah, 3,000 to build on top of that. It's a
go
little bit
beg
cheaper.
wifey.
Okay.
You gotta go there anyway, so.
What was that? Oh, Ranger. Let's try up here. I just want to read this to you guys because I think it's fucking great. Wherever that is. That's a fighter?
It's right above the fighter.
Yeah, okay, it's called Savage Shape. When you assume your wild shape, you may assume the form of any monstrosity, fae, or dragon, including those with a flying or swimming speed. You may use this ability to transform into a creature with a challenge rating up to half your level rounded up, so maximum 10.
That's insane.
All
Could
other
be a
wild shape
dragon.
restrictions and benefits apply, including using all the forms, actions, abilities set player and legendary. You can do this number of times equal to your stronghold level, after which you must take an extended rest.
You could be a little green dragon.
Good.
Once every 5 days. Actually, once every 10-ish days, right? I guess you can space it out perfectly, but... Yeah. Pretty dope.
Dude.
Okay, so we'll set up Kasdan to go with Agnir on their little excursion to talk to her, and then tomorrow we're gonna go to Ivory Drift and sell up our shit.
Okay, so at some point during the evening, you can track down Agnir. Shouldn't be too hard, he looks like a mushroom. I guess it's just you two, or is it all of you going to Agnir?
I assume it would just be them because I was gonna do a bunch of stuff
Yeah,
today.
you can do other stuff.
Jordan is off doing something. I'll like have Isilius go to the house and let him freshen up,
Decompresses.
and then while he's doing that, because I gotta wait anyway, go find Agnir and
Okay.
bring Kasdan along.
Alright, so while that's happening, what did you want to do?
I needed to do law stuff,
Mm-hmm.
hiring stuff.
Do you want to hire today?
I have a whole day open. Might as well get a lot of the stuff done.
Okay.
I want to do what was it? No, the law stuff I wanted to do tomorrow. So I wanted
Law
to
stuff was
kind of
tomorrow.
like
Okay.
relax and do simple stuff.
Okay. So you have two options of housekeepers that Armadale had been looking at, and she can set meetings for the day. The first one is a human man, older, in his like 60s.
It's my own Alfred.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, Batman.
Owl man.
We already said you were Hamlet, though, so.
His name's Gamage. He's a tan-skinned guy. He has like kind of a beard. Again, he is human. He is very upright and very much taller than you guys. And then there is there's an older Aarakocra woman. She is what's that bird look like? It's kind of a I think an oriole with orange. She's older, probably in her teens. Kind of hunched over, and you can choose which one, whenever. And her name is Clover.
Well, let's meet with both of them.
Okay. Okay, so you meet with Gomage first. You kind of hear a rap on the front door.
I open it.
You see in front of you, in kind of a like a pleated black slacks with a vest, an undershirt, and like a blazer, a small bolo tie. Comes around and has like this blue gem on it, pulled tight, collar all the way up, very svelte. And again, roughly 6 feet tall. Looks like, besides the beard and sort of this longish hair, kind of like that guy in King of Kong, Billy, what's his face?
Mitchell.
Billy Mitchell, have you seen that?
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of like very similar to that without the dickish face. Seems very kind. Hello, sir.
Hello.
I am Gomage.
Nice to meet you, and I shake his hand.
Nice to meet you. He takes your hand. It's like a very light shake, kind of like this. Ah, yes. Well,
Come in.
oh, absolutely. And
have
he
a
walks
talk.
forward, and the door shuts behind him as one of the Praetorian from outside shuts it. Just right here in the foyer.
Do I have a dining room table?
You have a dining room.
We're in the process of moving.
Excellent, excellent. I
As
can help with this.
You can see.
I am an interior designer as well.
That could come in handy.
Yes, that's actually part of my training is also etiquette. I do housekeeping, I do cooking, and of course, if you decide, I do tutoring and childcare. And
Jack of all trades.
I'm pretty well versed in all of this. I used to work with the council here. I moved for a short time to Tintop, where work was hard to come by. Ended up being a banker for a little bit. Not very excited about that line of work, but I am good with household finances. Should you need to give me a budget, and should I need to fill the house with various things, I don't know. Ask any questions you like. I would love to answer
I
them
assume
for you.
Armadillo's here.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
Oh. I didn't grow up with servants.
Well, think
So-
of it as you were hiring a babysitter. Or you were hiring someone to work at you at like a daycare. Does that make sense?
I don't think he's gonna sit on any eggs.
That's not what I meant.
He says he can cook and stuff.
Yeah, but,
I don't know. What do we need?
well, I guess it comes down to, what do we not want to do?
That's a good point. Do you make the bed? Of course I make the bed. I do it all. I'm a little more expensive than your average due to my training, most likely.
Well, I guess. How much?
1,000 a year.
Okay, wow, that's. Yikes. Does the money that I already paid go towards this?
You had allocated like 600.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. That's not too bad. There's what, 10 months?
What?
I don't know how many, are there 12 months or is there 10?
Oh, it's
I thought it was like,
10, I believe.
That's
I'd
what I
have to
thought.
count.
that's okay.
I think it's roughly 400 days, yeah.
What is your cooking specialty?
Oh, well, I specialize in sauces. Very good at sauces. Bakes. More of a savory guy myself, rather than sweets. But I'm open to requests. Should you need a cookie or a cake? Can do.
Okay. Man, I don't. This is new. I've never interviewed servers before.
Well,
You have a lot of experience, I can tell.
I absolutely
A
do.
lot of training.
Over
and you
20
can
years.
Do a lot.
Indeed.
Obviously, I have other people,
Of course.
but
I also know basic self-defense.
looking for
karate.
Praetorians, I think we might be okay with that. But you never know.
Okay.
That's fair.
Well, thank you for the
It was
opportunity.
nice to meet you. And I
It was
like
nice to
shake
meet
his
you,
hand
sir.
again.
And madam? Sort of turns and, like, rolls steps out of the...
Jesus Christ.
opens the door.
That's pretentious. I hate him.
A few 25 minutes later go by or so, and then your next appointment's up.
I want to see what she thought.
He's certainly qualified.
Very qualified.
Very qualified.
Expensive.
Definitely expensive.
Makes the bed.
Makes the bed. Well. Alright, well, we have another coming pretty soon, so hopefully. She was recommended to me by some of my friends from the, local area, so
She's Eric Cochran. It might be nice.
yeah, she used to be a teacher, I guess. Moved into this because she didn't want to deal with the kids, so I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Well, this could be fun.
could be.
Open the door.
You open the door, and a 5-foot-tall Oriole woman, very large. Hello,
Hi.
I'm Clover.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Hi. Shake your hand.
Squeezes. It's very firm.
Nice. Come in.
Absolutely. She walks forward. Door shuts behind her with the Praetorians again. Well, I see you're our new emperor.
That is correct.
That's very nice.
Tell us about yourself.
You
guess.
are very pretty. Thanks. Well, I don't do toilets. But I cook like a son of a bitch. I'll clean your floors. I see that you don't have any furniture in here. Hopefully that would change. I'm gonna need one of your bedrooms, obviously. I can keep people away, as you obviously would get disturbed from time to time. I also have a hookup with a bliss cake guy.
I also have a hookup with a bliss cake box.
All right. Any questions?
Ah,
Very cheap.
cheap? Like,
300 is probably fine. I live a modest life. Just need to pay for smokes.
Jesus.
Experience?
No. I was a teacher for a while. Well, I was a lunch lady.
It takes balls to walk into the fucking Emperor's house and be like, I don't have any experience. I don't do toilets. All right.
Specifically what you want me for.
One of Armadill's friends, Gemma, told me about this. And so, thought I'd put my hat in the ring, so to speak. Other skills. If someone is being rude, they're getting kicked the fuck out. I could beat up an assailant. Maybe.
I believe you.
Are
Definitely believe that one.
you planning on having kids?
I kind of like awkwardly look at Armadillo.
We're not even married.
Yeah.
Living in sin. I like it. All right. Well, if you do feel like you're gonna have kids at any point, just let me know. I'll give you my 2 weeks. But I love a wedding, so can help you plan that if you want.
Alright. That's a lot to take in.
Oh, also, make a lot of really good food. Cake, cookies, bread, grub cakes, grub bread, grub cookies. They're pretty much Orbit's bread, cake, and cookies. Oh, I also was a lunch lady, so I can't do gruel. But you're fancy, so...
Yeah.
Or, with the savings you get from me, get a chef. I don't know.
Well, obviously I have other people to talk to.
Of course.
It was nice meeting you.
I would hope I wasn't your only call. Feel pretty bad just to get it by default.
That's fair. Well,
I'd
you
like
weren't
to earn it.
the only call, so. It was nice meeting you.
It was very nice meeting you, sir and ma'am.
And I shake her hand. Like, alright, we'll let you know shortly.
Absolutely. Very excited for the opportunity.
Yeah, of course.
So you turn around and you hear like a screw top? And she walks out. Well,
That was a
Oh
lot.
my god.
she is certainly
Nice.
assertive.
Interesting.
Simple.
Cheap.
Very cheap.
But also.
Probably not a secret assassin. Come to kill me.
But also.
Looks like getting half the service for a third of the price.
Yeah.
Or full service for the full price.
3.5 times the price.
Well,
Well, I've already paid 600.
but the other 3 towards something else.
What a rich person problem.
Paying 1,000 or 300 for a servant, and actually being able to debate on if you want to spend 1,000.
Either way, but they would live with us, most likely. So.
And you're asking me for money.
I don't have any. I have 0 on me, which is why I'm asking you for money.
To pay a servant
No,
for
I've
your
already paid that.
mansion.
I've already paid that. I've paid 600 of that. What do you think?
Oh, God.
This is a lot to think about.
Well, it's your decision. Player character. Honey?
It's always good to have an emperor who can't make decisions.
Well, this is a hard decision.
This is a really big decision.
Tomorrow brings Armadillo. Okay, we're gonna talk about laws. You're gonna decide all the laws for me.
Decide
trying to
my
get some
life.
input. We both sat through the interviews.
She, I mean, I don't want to make a bed.
I don't know if she would
But
make
also, I feel like he's fancier than us.
It's fair. We don't even have furniture.
I don't always want to wear pants.
It's
I
fair.
don't know how many pants I'd have to wear all the time. But think about how little I'd have to make the bed, or you'd have to make the bed, or
Think about how little you'd have to clean. We'd have to clean the toilets.
Oh,
But
Nice, Alex.
is us cleaning the toilets worth 700 gold?
People said no feet pics if you pick her.
Oh no! Chat, you can't sway my decision. I can't back down from the feet picks. Alright. That's the question. Is cleaning toilets worth 700 gold?
have you ever cleaned a toilet?
No.
God, you're so spoiled.
Is cleaning toilets worth 700 gold to you?
Per year, for the record.
Per year.
How much gold do you make in a year?
Well, we've made a shit ton in a couple months.
Right, that's
so-
what I'm saying.
Technically, it's taxpayer money.
That's true.
Wow! Fucking. Alright. The
Servant
guillotines
gate.
are.
Is the emperor wasting our tax gold?
The guillotines are
Good
coming.
news is
We're
we
gonna
don't
eat the
have
rich.
to make a decision right away because
True.
an emperor that can't make decisions.
Oh my god,
choice.
dude, you've been mulling this over for like 20 fucking minutes. Just pick a person.
I can't pick a person.
Why are you so indecisive?
One.
It's a fucking maid! Clean your own damn house!
I don't have to.
Don't buy a giant fucking house if you're not willing to clean it yourself, you
fair,
piece of shit!
This was given to me. I didn't buy this house.
Just assign odds or evens and roll a fucking dice.
That's fair. Fuck.
Okay, but if you're thinking
Well, then you know which
fuck,
one you
then
wanted.
pick the other one.
Yep.
I rolled a 2. So,
Which means
I mean, just
Nobody knows what that means.
lunch
Choose one
lady
you want.
person.
lunch lady.
Yeah.
So if you're
Clover?
saying fuck, then pick the other
Clover.
one.
I rolled.
Oh my
Clover it is?
god. Fuck agency.
Nah, we're going with the other guy.
All
He
right,
can't make any of his own decisions.
all right. Gomage it is.
We're bougieing it.
all right.
Okay.
So,
It
is
only took 30 minutes
is
of
he called
playtime.
Oh,
back?
Yeah, Gumage
Okay.
is called. Gumage?
Gomage.
Gomage.
G-O-M-A-G.
It's called back.
I really hope he's like a secret assassin that's gonna try to fucking kill you and
Hilarious.
steal all your money or something.
Gomage comes back. Well, I can start tomorrow morning.
Sounds good.
Meantime, I think I can have decorators come in and...
Well, I know we were gonna go shopping for some stuff on our own.
Okay. Well, let me know what you need. Maybe I can finish that after you've had your say.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All
I guess you
right.
kind of get the choice of bedrooms, obviously, because
I'll
there's.
just take the smallest. I don't need much.
Okay.
Indeed. Seems here you only have 600.
That's how much I've put down so far, yes.
Okay, 400 by the end of the week, and we are good to go.
Okay, I could probably swing that. If you need help, the Praetorians can probably help you if you need to,
Is that what they're called?
Yeah. If you need to bring stuff from another place here and that kind of stuff.
Excellent. Well, okay. I look forward to many years of service.
Yeah, me too.
No.
God.
No.
All right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Absolutely. He walks out.
Many years of service. That'd be nice.
Okay. Who's next?
I have to go meet with Agnir and
I assume-
Kasdan. Do you want to come along?
Yeah, because I'm going to have to talk to him about getting the spores for the thing anyway.
Oh yeah, the brain thing.
All right. So, the two of you get in contact easy enough with the wristbands. You were already with Kasdan. So, you can easily enough track down Agnir, just asking a few questions. He was scoping out places for his embassy. And so you head to the Elvish Wedge, and there's these really nice spirally columns that sort of come up and they cross in a knot and hit a stone. It's almost like a marbly white stone. It's a little tarnished at this point, and there's some vines growing up around it. But this was one of the old parks. You find your way in, you kind of look around. Roll a perception check. One of you, both of you, doesn't matter.
7.
12?
12.
Jesus.
Okay. Agnir, what's your passive stealth?
13.
Well, Kasdan gets to roll too, so hopefully that's okay.
Perception?
Yep.
Still?
He's really good at it, so.
Oh yeah, that'll be good.
He can just take 10. He has a reliable talent. If you rolled under 10, you could do 10 plus his bonus.
What's 15 plus 19?
Doesn't matter.
34.
Jesus.
34.
Um.
Where'd my calculator go?
Okay.
Fucking rogues.
Did I leave my calculator over there?
It's over there. Unless you brought it over here. I don't have a calculator.
No?
Probably over here
I
somewhere.
used my phone. It's 2019.
Right there.
There it is. Okay. I like having a separate...
Sure.
This calculator app is always open.
Shut the fuck up. I wanna die. I should get a big pink sparkly one.
It's basically a rotary phone at this point. Like.
You're
you
a
can have
rotary
it.
phone.
All right. So, Kasdan looks and he goes, "Oh, well there he is." Points, and Agnir's sitting in the bough of a tree, looking at some fungal growth on one of these branches, like those disc funguses.
Hey Agnir.
Really?
We need to talk?
Now?
Yes?
About?
Just need you to talk to Kasdan. Can you come down here?
Yeah.
You're kind of walking on this stone pathway that's kind of being encroached by things that are growing out of these different designated areas. There's tall grass and sort of spindly, almost like seaweed-looking things that grow up around and vines. There's also pockets of flowers. It's very green and brown in here, with like deep burgundy reds, some yellows. And there's like a kind of a state of decay in on the beds of these. Kind of smells fungal in here. Even it's a good spot for Agnir. He sort of grabs a tree and drops down. He was only like 10 feet up.
So, you know how I said we would like to talk to your wife more about the thing,
Yes.
and you were gonna head there. Kasdan would like to tag along as a kind of ambassador, but not really on our behalf.
Basically just fact-checking. Also, you know, buddy system. Makes a lot of sense.
Not sure that I need a buddy.
It's more me. It's more for me. The buddy. Well, I think it is in our best interest, even though she's your wife, to make sure, because she's a dragon, everything is, you know, on the up and up. And plus, I think, you know, if you want to use me for some of your activities while you're there, you can absolutely do so. That sounded sexual. So, if you need to use my specific skill set to maybe get some information here or there about something or other, I'm your guy.
Who would withhold information from a dragon queen?
Someone who doesn't want to die from a dragon queen?
Seems like a good way to die.
Maybe. Mortals are very strange.
Yeah, you all are.
I'm an elf too.
Yeah, I can bring you with.
I mean you. Them. You're even a wood elf. I don't know how long you guys live.
You're strange too.
Oh, strange.
Yeah.
I thought you were calling me mortal.
Probably will die.
If I die from natural causes, boy, will I be disappointed. Well, what do you think? Do you think that's okay?
Yeah, I can bring you with.
Alright.
I was planning to stop by the swamp first, see the matriarch, but
Happy to go with you there as well.
sure.
So, you two are good? This'll work?
I'm good. When do we leave?
Can leave now if you want.
Before you leave,
Right this second?
actually, I needed some of your spores, your rapport spores, if you don't mind. I kind of needed them to make something.
Okay. I will immediately start giving off the spores.
Oh god, I need something to collect them.
We have empty potion bottles. Here, take some.
Okay, just start get the hair around, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check. Anyone who's helping.
Oh god. 16.
Got a good amount of spores. You could probably use them, distill them down, make a powder,
Okay.
then infuse that on some sort of wire or something to make sure you can get a solid psychic connection.
Okay.
Not a bad idea.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna go take a shower now because I feel super gross.
Oh, I thought you already
Bye.
took a shower.
No, I was waiting because Icilius and Drew Dunn wanted to use the house, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go handle this first.
Are you like tree striding immediately?
Well, I can wait, but I figure there's nothing else to do.
You absolutely can do whatever you'd like. Kasdan's there with you. He doesn't have his battle armor on, but he always has knives and shit.
And do you need to get things in order before you go?
I don't plan on fighting anything, so hopefully not.
Why would you not plan on fighting?
Give me an hour.
Wait,
To help do that help. Go grab his shit. Well, looks like I'm headed out.
Okay, please don't die.
That seems to be our common, like, goodbye.
We do a lot of dumb shit, so...
I think it should be fun.
Kazdan's probably way safer than you are.
That's relative. At least, if I die, I live. If that makes sense. He dies. He dies.
We could try to
Ivan
get him
Drago.
back, you know, if he doesn't have any parts missing. By the way, Agnir, actually, before you go,
Wait.
can we attempt that bringing Anson back thing? Should we do that later?
We can't. We would have to get some supplies first.
Can we get the supplies here, or do we have to do that in Ivory Drift, likely?
There's no supplies like that in Ivory Drift, even. The oils and stuff he needs
Yeah.
are druidic in nature.
Oh, so can you get those?
He needs
From-
money.
I'll give you the 1,000 gold you need to go get that.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Use that.
I'll hand him 1,000 gold so he can get the oils and things he needs for his ritual.
Okay. Caston has a little bit of a spending money too. So. All right. Anything else you want to accomplish in this day? Is that set? You're done, Icilius. We're back.
I just get comfy, and I assume let's like order a nice meal in and just chill and relax and
Can
have
do.
drinks and hang out. I don't want to leave Icilius alone for very long, so like we'll hang out and like.
Okay. Professor's also hanging out. You want to be at the house, or you want to go back to the Hartnell?
I'll hang out with them.
Okay. So y'all go to Elenia and Jordan's house, where it is right now. You have a good night. What are you trying to order?
What kind of stuff would they deliver in town?
Oh, all sorts of stuff. It just so you have access to human, dwarvish, elvish, and Aarakocran type foods. Stuff that you order is going to be more closer to street food than like flatbreads and.
Yeah. Well, I want to go to a place with an option that has vegetarian, obviously. So
Okay, so Elvish and Aarakocran are your best bet for vegetarians.
let's do Elvish takeout.
Elvish takeout. Can do. It's not super hard. Basically, you just, due to your connections, you can send messages to people and very quickly be like, okay, we'll just do some takeout. Yeah, you can order. They make like honey breads. They make salads, and they make a lot of fruit based, a lot of sweet and savory, mostly natural flavors. You don't get like a lot of salt and pepper and you know, not a lot of complex sauces. It's usually very natural but very, very fresh. So it's usually very, very good.
Right, and we'll do that and have some. Do we have alcohol or only on the Hartnell? I don't think we have
Oh, they
any at
can
the
hook you
house. Get some wine or something.
Oh yeah,
Something
they can bring
nice.
that with. There's no like soda in this.
Yeah.
No, they can bring Elvish wine. Do you want bottom or top? Or mid, I guess.
Let's do mid.
Mid shelf. Okay, so with that, it'll be 8 gold.
For everything?
Mostly it's the wine, but yeah.
Okay. Just have a nice night in.
Okay. And you all sort of hang out. You have a delivery guy come up at some point.
I'll go answer it and pay for everything, and I'll give him a 1 gold tip.
Hey, thanks.
Welcome.
Enjoy your night. Sort of walks away.
Okay, food's here, everybody. I just like lay everything out.
Oh, yeah. Hanging out in the living room. It's a modest little house, but it's nice.
It's cozy. Is it cold out yet?
It's just chilly. It's like 50s. That night it probably gets into the 40s.
We should get more blankets.
Blankets in the house. Make a blanket for it if you want.
Are you gonna say something?
I was just gonna say, has the professor been in here before? I don't even remember.
Very
For
briefly.
Velius's birthday
Okay.
party, we had a little thing.
This is a really nice place.
Thanks.
It fits into like a basket?
Yeah. Folds into like a little picnic basket.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good size reduction.
I don't know, Jordan, where did you find this? I don't
I told
remember. Yeah, I don't remember where you
I
said.
got it from the pirate guy, Hansel.
Oh yeah. Why does he have access to such?
He's
Okay.
a smuggler. It's
Yeah.
his job.
I know, but jeez.
Yeah, he goes east sometimes and gets all sorts of weird shit.
Wonder who's in the market for basket houses.
I know, right?
Anyone on the go? I mean, there's a spell that does a very similar thing, right?
Yeah, we've seen it.
Mansion?
Xeno Elixis has
Yeah.
had that.
So, I mean, like, a portable version that, yeah, that makes sense. I thought it was dope, because I didn't know where we'd be.
Yeah, it's a good idea because, like, you know, sometimes you
Yeah.
want to travel and there's people all over the place that.
I had to burn my favor for it, but
What's your favor? Do you owe him something?
not anymore. I had to burn a favor.
Oh, okay. He
He
owed
owed
you
me.
something.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of weird to just sit here and every time we have these moments where we're just everything's slow. It's
Don't say it. Don't jinx it.
don't jinx it.
She shoves some sort of, like, fried ball in his mouth.
I know. It's just I don't know what to do with myself when we don't have things happening.
Just take a deep breath. There you go.
Nothing violent is happening.
Yeah.
It's jinxed.
Is that jinxed? Should we have invited the bird?
He's off in his little mansion or something. With
It's a
those-
big mansion.
You know what I mean.
Oh, okay. Well, like, for mansions, I guess it's small.
Why does he need a mansion?
You need a mansion.
He's
The
an
council
emperor.
gave it to him. They were like, he's an emperor, right?
I know, but still, like,
It's
why,
optics.
why does a person need that big of a place to live?
Well,
Why does a
never-
person need a portable basket house? I mean, we could talk about this all day.
It's
Why
a
does
tiny
someone need a
house.
toilet that can go through the various planes of existence?
I feel like you're getting a little insecure.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. Have you seen how much house fits in my tiny box?
It's kind of a lot.
You also house all of us and feed all of us, and
Yeah.
you know. The drink's finally catching up to you?
Mm-mm.
Is it bedtime? I think it's bedtime.
What's that?
What? What's what?
Bedtime.
Sleep?
I'm sure I'm not gonna get attacked in the middle of the night by some sort of scorpion puppy.
Welcome to our lives. Every day.
Okay. Gets up. At this point, his armor had been, like, pushed off to the side. And
Yeah.
he's just sort of... He's still wearing the leg parts, but he took off the top part.
He hasn't fucking cleaned up yet? I thought he was...
You put it back on.
Jesus Christ.
I have heartburn.
Icilius, if you need anything, let us know. Make yourself at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Did you want a blanket for it down here, or did you want to... I don't really have a spare bed.
We have a couch.
I know.
It's fine. That works.
Do you have a fireplace or anything nearby?
Yeah, there's a fireplace.
Toss some wood in the fireplace and light it so it's not that cold at night.
Cheating like a sorcerer.
I get burning hands at will, so...
Well, do you want me to tuck you in, buddy? Like a little burrito?
A burrito.
Would it make you feel better?
Yeah. tucks you in as you set like your gun on an end table and your fucking sword and your shotgun. There's also like a coffee table in the middle. Right now it's covered in takeout boxes and shit, but Rose also has you had like an open cage thing.
It was like a perch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
I'll let
that.
Rose chill on the perch and then...
Rose can sleep downstairs.
Yeah, I'll do that just in case. I don't know. We're not gonna get attacked in Gygax, but I'm just paranoid at this point.
Famous last
Stop
words.
jinxing it.
Okay, so Rose can chill downstairs with Asilius, and we can go upstairs. Dope. All right. Rose, be good. Takes one of the like little fried shrimp.
Gross.
Starts
Alright.
walking up, and you just hear tink, tink as he just pulls off the rest of his shit while walking upstairs. Ah.
Why did you
False
put it back on, you
flat.
idiot? Just like curl up next to him and fall asleep.
I assume you just start going home.
Yeah.
You can
I would
also
have said
sleep on the
goodbye
couch
to people.
too. Yeah.
No, I'd head back to the Hartnell.
Hi, Professor.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
You guys are sleeping. After a little bit, Icilius, kind of sitting there, and you can hear Jerdun half snoring upstairs. Doesn't really bother you. Then after a little bit, your eyes start to fall. Take a deep breath and you're comfortable. And something lands on your lap. It's just Rose.
Aww.
Rose curls up kind of on your lap like a cat that kind of sits in the worst possible spot. But now you're resigned to letting Rose sleep there for the night.
Oh, guess I can't move now.
And you kind of put your hand on Rose.
Guess I'll just lay here until I die.
That's pretty much how it works. It's like a cat with wings. Kind of rub. There is a little bit of it's soft. It's it looks scaly, but there is a little bit of a fluff to it. It's kind of nice. It's not like fluffy like a nice fluffy cat, but it's, you know,
Velvety.
it's kind of like
maybe?
a hairy arm. Yeah, a little velvety, but very, very smooth. Hasn't worked a day in its life, hairy arm. Where it has these little wispy, soft hairs that sort of, near the top of the head, sort of go away into those more dragon-like features, but kind of like a luck dragon. Because it's literally a luck dragon, but I mean like it's a never-ending story. However that song goes.
Never-ending
story.
Like that, but
Never seen
a little one. So
Also, same.
Are you serious?
you start to sleep really, really nice, and actually, due to the proximity of the luck dragon in general, you have lucky sleep. So you have nice dreams.
Huzzah.
You're walking home to the Hartnell, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's make your way home. You guys kind of turned in early, maybe 8. Been a long little bit. You make your way out. It's nice. You can see that the town itself is starting to come together. There's a lot more people. You see a lot of mixed, like, races again. Small black kobold walks up to you.
Hey, man.
Hey, what's up?
How's some spice?
Does the professor know what spice is?
Do you spice?
It's nose candy.
Do you spice, bro?
You spice?
Hey, man.
He's sort of wearing like kind of capris and like overalls.
Fuck.
And in the overalls in the front pocket, he sort of pulls out like a little little thing is like wrapped up, almost like paper. It's like a joint.
How much?
How much you want? Just one?
Yeah, how much would that be?
1 gold.
As someone who used to do what you do, let me just say you need to be a little subtler than this. But
You look like a nice guy.
that's debatable. I'd flip him a gold. Take it. Put it in a pocket.
So that's just a snort. It's like a pixie stick that you snort.
Okay.
Good looking out.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
See you around.
Syrian would be proud.
Time for the war on
He
drugs.
sort of walks back into the alley. And you just see his beady little eyes glowing from the lamp across the street, waiting for somebody else to come by.
We need to get these spice merchants off of our street.
Where's
Dragons start moving in.
They're not
There
sending
goes
their
the
best.
neighborhood.
Oh, they're black too. Shit.
Oh, you fucked up.
And stream's banned.
And you're canceled.
Well, it was nice knowing everyone.
No. So you make your way home. Are you doing spice on the way? Or are you good?
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh, no.
Okay. So you take it out, and you've seen very similar things to this before, but yeah, it's basically a pixie stick on one end, and they're tied off. Basically, you undo both ends, keep it sideways, and just snort the whole thing in.
Okay.
It's called spice for a reason. Makes your eyes water immediately. Kind of smells like chili powder. Go ahead and roll a Constitution save. As you sort of, I assume you do it discreetly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dark out anyway.
18?
18. Okay, so you ignore the adverse side effects of spice, and immediately your pupils dilate. Your dark vision has expanded to 4,000 feet.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
It's like it's daytime outside.
Everything's really bright.
It's okay, he's wearing sunglasses basically. Anyway.
And then as you walk, you're at the Hartnell. Huh. A lot of time slippage.
Okay.
You don't know how to use doors.
He's gonna sleep outside.
I
guess I just sit outside of the Hartnell until I fall asleep.
So you're sitting outside the Hartnell,
It's the most depressing.
and you look up, and there's the stars in the sky, and the moon, and then the other moon. They sort of move across the sky, and even though they move at a normal speed, as it's sort of shifting, you see traces. They almost look like little comets. And there's like swirls in the sky. So yeah, if you want to do it, we can. If you'd like to, Sig is standing in front of you, and you're in the workshop.
What? Sorry?
If you want to do that, we can. But right now seems a little weird.
Can you repeat back to me what I just said to you? Sorry, I'm a little...
Sure. Roll a Constitution check.
16?
Yeah, we can burn it.
Burn what?
Holds up a bunch of vials. It's got some sort of like dust in it.
What's in these?
Roll a Constitution check.
Oh
Oh
god.
god, it's your fucking...
Trying
It's
to
my
focus.
like worst stat to 9.
Focusing is hard. You're standing in front of like Bunsen burners, and the flames are just sort of like dancing around. A couple of them wave at you.
I should have waited to get into the Hartnell for the drugs. God damn it.
There's smoke in the sky. I don't know if it's gonna work, but it might. Are you okay?
I am not. What are we doing?
We're making the thing.
What's the thing? I look around.
Roll a Constitution check.
Oh,
Save.
That's a 0.
He hands you what looks like a long black rod. Okay, you're gonna have to be really careful with this.
Take it.
Alright, so what you want to do, and he points over to some sort of contraption that's got like 2 sticks at the end, like almost like a lathe.
Yeah.
You want to set it in there. And then do what we talked about. Well, Constitution.
13.
13. It starts spinning, and you swear it's speaking. Wow, 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 why are you doing this to me? The machine is sentient.
I don't know if that's the drug or if Sig just has a living lathe. That could be either.
Mind fuck.
He has a living door.
Yeah.
No, not like that! And he grabs it. Like this. Does some things. Some time goes by. You're holding what looks like a bunch of hair. Long black. Like you cut someone's ponytail off. You're just holding it in 2 hands. Well, are you gonna do anything with it?
What am I supposed to do?
That was your idea, not mine. Roll a Constitution check.
Do it. 10.
Takes it from you. Puts it over his shoulder. Come on! Suddenly you're wearing goggles? And you're hammering something that you can't really see very well through the goggles? Ting, 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 ting. I think that looks good. Touch it! Roll Constitution.
13.
You touch it. Ah! Not now! It's molten! You look down, there's an orange rod. Alright, we gotta take it back over and put holes in it. Now you're sitting in a chair. And you feel this cold sensation on your head. Tink. Tink. Roll Constitution.
17?
17. You're able to shake off for a second. And you look, and you have a very, very rudimentary version of what you were thinking about doing for Icilius. Well, there's a helmet. On the front is a long tube. Metal and a flexible thing.
Okay.
And then on the other side is another chair. And that tube is connected to a little helmet. And Sig sits down in the chair and looks at you. And grabs the helmet. Testing phase! Roll Constitution.
Oh,
no, he's gonna
God.
go inside Sig's
I don't have
head.
6 head. Oh,
Oh
fuck.
no!
16?
16. You have enough wherewithal to choose if you want to be very high and share a brain link with Sig.
Yes.
What's the worst that
Yes.
could happen?
That's not an experience you get very often.
You're standing in a river. There are fireflies around you. And Sig is on the other side. I think we have some kinks to work out. You're
What?
both naked.
Mm,
You're standing in the river,
some actual kinks.
and there is a tube of flesh attached to each of your foreheads.
Like,
I don't like this. You're gonna have to carry me. My height is going to be a big problem once I'm not swimming.
How
He
long?
swims over to you.
How long is the tube?
It's like 3 or 4 feet.
Oh boy.
Cradle me like a child.
I do so.
Curls up. All right, we have to find. We have to unlock a memory. Where do you keep memories?
There gotta be somewhere around here. I look
Your
around.
mind palace is a river.
It's
There's
different.
banks on each side.
Sometimes it's been a police department. It's been a nightclub. It changes.
Oh. Well, would you look at that? So there's the river. On one side is a police department. On the other side is a nightclub. And then along next to the police department is a bank. On the other side looks like a dive bar. And over next to that is more of a like a laboratory. And on the other side of it is a literal dumpster on fire.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You realize that the fireflies aren't fireflies either. They're tiny, like, Aarakocra policemen with like what you would refer to as police lights
Sure.
that you'd see on an auto carriage
Yeah.
on top of the little helmets that they're wearing.
What the fuck?
They literally say squawk squawk.
I speak Aarakocra,
No,
but
it's
they're
not
saying
Aarakocra.
squawk. Okay.
oh, Randy's dead.
Randy died.
Discord failed.
Well, we're gonna have to pick one.
We're looking for a memory.
Anything. We just have to test to make sure the connection works. Some of these might be mine. They might be a combination.
Oh God. A laboratory would make sense.
There seems to be a lot of crossover.
I have spent time in clubs though,
I've never been to a club.
so it's more likely mine.
I have been in a dumpster that looks just like that, though. Find the best stuff in trash heaps.
Maybe the nightclub.
Okay. Carry me through the threshold, sir.
I do so.
Okay, you walk over. You walk over to that. You walk into the club, and there's a bunch of are they satyrs?
Satyrs.
Satyrs, the goat people,
Yeah.
playing flutes. Come in.
I walk in.
What is this?
Yeah, I don't know if this is mine.
No, this is mine. Yeah. I didn't know what you meant by club. This is more of a lounge. It's not what you think, though. Also, you look down, you're both in, like, tuxedos now. You're still carrying him.
Okay.
He's wearing
That's
a
a
tiny
little better.
tuxedo. No shoes.
Yeah, that's on brand. Okay.
Alright. Well, what are we looking for?
I don't know. What
What do
are
memories look like?
I guess
like
that
this
would probably
isn't-
depend on the memory.
General memory, I guess, but
This one isn't mine. I don't know.
I don't know that it's necessarily either of ours, but I definitely remember those goat people.
I don't.
I maybe had tried a little bit of their drugs.
Yeah.
I like this tune, though, and he starts wriggling in your arms. Tell you what, let's just go with the flow.
Alright, sounds good. I think you'd like where I come from, Sig. There's lots of labs and clubs.
I like
Seems
both
like
of
the-
these things, I guess. Do they have lounges?
Yeah.
2 thumbs up. You actually notice he's getting like smaller, almost like a baby.
Okay.
And you find yourself like naturally holding him, sort of like holding his head up. Where do we go?
I look around. Is there any other than just the obvious,
What are you
like,
cackling about?
lounge in front of me? Are there any doors? Are there any hallways?
Randy.
In front of you is a long carpet that leads to a stage, and there are like, it's almost like a comedy club looking thing.
Yeah.
To the left is a bar, and to the right is just
Is
more
he
seating.
permanently broken?
I guess go up to the bar. Is there something
Okay.
at the bar?
So you walk over to the bar, and you're holding baby Sig. You step over there. You sit down at the bar, and you set Sig on the bar, and he sort of sits up. I would like some milk, please.
Is there a bartender?
Yeah.
I guess a milk.
That's fair.
Play some
I'll
gold.
take a root beer.
Turns around, and you see a man with a beard and an eye patch.
Oh god.
Sets them both down.
Hi. Take a drink of the root beer. Sig, we should, this is a bad choice. We should probably, not be here anymore.
I'm very disappointed.
Well, what else is new?
Sort of touches the eye patch a little bit. You hear it go.
I don't have time for weird drug trip, guilt trips right now. I'm working on something with my friends, so...
That's what you said last time. And we know how that ended. Well,
That was your fault.
not necessarily. Doesn't happen without you. So, it's very strange that you need to do this to talk to me at this point.
Do I get the sense that this is actually the person that it is?
You don't really know.
Okay. The
Oh.
eyeball. The eyeball that's been following me around, I assume that's been you?
Maybe. Well. Luckily, we've taken steps to make sure that your little escapade should end, if it hasn't already.
What does that mean?
Well, surely you must understand that if you were able to do what you did, you would have changed the outcomes in the algorithm. So the algorithm probably took steps. I hope to see you again soon. Can we go?
Yeah.
And you look down at Sig and he's sipping on milk out of a sippy cup. You look back up and the bartender is just a normal person.
This campaign's gonna end with Professor waking up from a fucking dream.
My tube hurts! And he sort of touches the tube that's connected.
Yeah, we can go.
walk out carrying Sig. Who is that?
That was my father.
Can't relate.
You don't have a father?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Too old. You know how it goes. Sort of walk out. He's starting to get bigger than his tuxedo. As his mustache starts coming back. You walk outside the door. There's a bug. Where'd you go, bug? I'm gonna kill him.
Today's the bug killing
I'm
stream.
gonna kill him when he comes close. It's gonna be great. You get out and you're still tubed, and then suddenly you're naked again. Standing on the banks of the river.
Now what?
I don't know. Into the water?
What about it?
That's where we started.
Yeah?
I think it works.
Yeah.
You were the dominant mind this time, though.
Yeah.
Hope you can get rid of the tube side effect.
Maybe you have some kinks to work out.
I think I have a lot to work out.
Oof.
Well, let's go. Sort of motions over to the water.
I go.
Walk down to the water. Okay, what next? I don't... Ah, what's that? Look down in the water and there's like a little bathtub drain. Like a little plug.
I go to pull it.
Hold them up and reach down and pull it. Everything starts spinning. And you get dragged down to the drain like Michael Jordan in Space Jam. And then you wake up and it's morning. Did you spice?
Maybe. Yeah.
Someone puts a hand on your shoulder. Drugs are bad.
I have cookies in my bag you made with drugs!
Totally irrelevant.
He said those were medicinal.
That's relative.
And that's where we can end.
I'm starving in real life, so.
Fuck.
Daddy issues.
It wouldn't be D&D without
It's
him.
almost like it's a theme for almost all of us.
Well, you guys relate, you know?
That's a dead ass bug. Anyway, so
I get the eye thing now. The monitor who fucking stares at people. It's weird fucking tech eye.
Yep.
What a creeper.
so
So, okay.
thanks for hanging out. Next Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Next Wednesday at 7:30 we'll be doing this. And then after that, every Thursday, unless we say otherwise, at 7:30. Right? Sounds good. Anything else? I think that's it. No giveaway tonight. We'll probably do a giveaway next time, though.
I might stay up all night playing WoW Classic and stream, but I need food first.
I
Wow.
also would like to eat food. Good ass eye patch.
I do. I like this one. This is the best Monder eye patch, I think.
Yeah.
This is ideal.
So, thanks for hanging out. It's a good time. I'm looking forward to the next time. I like downtime a lot. I like that we get to
It's fun.
do not kill.
It's not stressful
Right.
unless you have to make decisions.
It was which housekeeper you wanted.
There were so many influencers on that decision, though.
Many
I don't know
things
what you
I so
expected.
want.
And one was good at their job, and one was terrible.
Yeah, it was
When
pretty
you choose
quick
the
cut.
noble background, you may have to noble now and then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a prince, but without any of the responsibility.
Someone asked when the next alive is in the chat.
Uh,
We're doing it, I think.
Not this Wednesday.
Are we gonna alternate it now with the normal Christmas
we need to
Eve?
do a dom, so probably 3 weeks. 3, roughly.
Okay.
I think,
Probably.
because we're gonna take. Yeah, because it was Wednesdays, Thursdays that you had available, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably something like that. Yeah. Okay. Well, I love you all deeply. I need food. And who wants to do a slurp? Oh, so beautiful.
Slurp, Rose slurps. Except more like.